Give or take, it has been 2 weeks.
Now I gotta relog into Roll20.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
I forgot to open.
Every now and then. Oh yeah, Grave, guess you missed it. Breb made a fortune by gambling.
Yes, I did see that. I missed that.
He literally shorted out Mary's brain. Whenever Mary starts to try and question things, he just opens a sack and her eyes glaze over again.
You also miss meeting Breb's teacher.
Indeed. But I'm very glad that we got a lot done last session.
Yes.
I know. Literally, the only thing we didn't get done was building the barn because PB said to wait on that.
I have stuff planned for that. Don't worry.
I mean, we're gonna need to build at least something small for all our new livestock. We have livestock.
We bought a
Yes,
lot.
we've got a lot now.
You guys have bought in livestock.
And we only used 40 of our 460 gold. I figure once the Sheppy shows up, he'll probably think of another couple things we need to buy.
Probably.
Okay. Let's see. Wait, what's in this? Okay, that. Interesting. Oh, no. Go back in game. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I thought I had already pre-made all this, which is why I was playing Wimble, not doing session prep. I did not pre-make this.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Well, good thing it's earlier than you intended it to be.
No, okay, so a little bit of this will have to be winged as we go, but it's for the most part solid.
Yes, of course.
The party is all right here at the Church of Morden.
Yes.
Hold on.
Let's see. Okay. What were you doing in the church? Firgum was revived.
Well, the last thing I remember us doing was speaking to not speaking to. We listened to the wolf pack tell us about well, I guess they were telling us, but they were just speaking because we were in, was it the
dungeon under the Farley's palace.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. And how if we wanted, they're basically talking about there would have to be a perfect crime for this guy to be killed, because if the wolf pack is dispatched, they would have to investigate, so they need no reason. Basically, they were speaking very widely about it to us until we spoke out, and then the guy was like, "Hey, there's no visitors down here," and then we skedaddled. I don't remember what happened after that.
You went to meet Firgum, you went to the church, Firgum was brought back to...
I thought that was before that.
Oh no, I thought you left in the church.
No.
The last we were in the church.
Yeah, we are currently in the church as far as I remember.
Oh no, I remember. Of course I didn't teach her to read the book. She's an elf, and it's the book.
Oh, right.
No, it's honorary dwarf.
Can't just do that.
Dare doubt the might and wisdom of Moradin himself?
Pretending to speak with the wisdom of Morden, you just came to laugh. That makes you like a newborn.
I'm trying to think, like, what can Firgum actually do?
What can
you can groan and attempt to sit up. Remember, being revived has consequences. You're basically at like 5 levels of, or no, I think you're at 2 levels of exhaustion currently, and you have disadvantage for everything until that exhaustion clears.
Yeah.
Resurrection's revenge and all that.
But I'm figuring like what's a paladin-y thing that I can do that actually proves it? Because I know I had thought of something last session.
That was 2 weeks ago as well, so.
Yeah. Probably helps if I get my sheets up and everything.
Yeah, it'd probably help.
That would be helpful.
Oh my gosh! I just found the perfect representation of the party.
Oh my god, you're so right.
Thank goodness for that, because if I
Thank goodness
wasn't,
for that.
this would probably never work. Yes. This is literally both this party and the tavern party.
Yeah.
No, nobody accuses the tavern party of being mad. We're too good at gaslighting ourselves.
That's fair.
And gaslighting them.
I
Yeah.
have good news!
Yes?
The US Patent Office has officially rejected Nintendo's attempt to patent mounting a creature, throwing an object, moving a character, transitioning from one screen to another.
Wait, they were trying to patent basic mechanics of a video game?
That's the whole power
Well,
of
in Japan,
Yeah.
you can you can patent anything you want in Japan, but it won't fly as well here in the United States.
I'm just sitting here going, wait, you mean... Okay,
This is their whole thing for trying to crush Palworld.
well, I'm very grateful for that.
Very good that it failed.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so back to the game. I'm sorry, I just want to spread some good news for once.
That
That's
is
good
indeed
news.
good news.
Yeah. That is very good news.
Pyre and Lily Bear, Lady Lily of the Mystic Vale, you are watching as Feargrim is arguing with this man in Dwarvish, which you both speak, as Feargrim is attempting to sit up.
About that last part.
Oh no, that's damage.
Do I
About-
tell you now or later that I don't speak Dwarvish?
Wait, you don't speak Dwarvish?
Uh-uh!
I've assumed you spoke Dwarvish this entire time.
No,
Lily's been
Pyre...
sitting with her eyes sideways.
No, Pyre cast comprehend language on Lily Bear.
Oh, thank you.
Meanwhile, I
it's
would
fine.
like to cast command on the dwarf dude.
Mm.
Okay.
Like it's gotta be a single word. My mind is feeding me bow, but it's like that's not specific enough. Cause like bow is like bow to who? Cause like the idea is that you know for him to
I don't
kind of
think if you're
kneel
telling
at the
someone
altar
bow, they
of
just kind
murder.
of bow the direction they're facing. And he's currently looking
True.
at you.
I know, true. But the thing is I want him, to not bow to me. I want him to, prostrate himself to Muradin. So like the altar.
I think there's a specific word for that, but I don't remember it.
Present
I'm trying to
thyself.
think like obeisance, but like that's I don't think that's quite accurate enough.
So if you use a really big fancy word and he doesn't actually know what it does, the command doesn't do anything.
Yeah, that's the problem. I need a nice, straight, direct, good dwarvish word to command him to do.
Okay. Unfortunately, the Grave is struggling to figure out how to command his request.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the dwarvish
I know
way is
there's-
spooling back up.
Because like I know there is a word for it. Like here's the thing: is like command has to be a word, but it doesn't specify that the player needs to know what the word is.
True, but I'd also argue that because it's such a specific thing, as DM, I request you use the word.
Me making up dwarvish words on the fly just to get the work, just to get the spell to work.
Hmm. I mean, if there's a term in, say, German that you know, I'd be willing to let that pass.
Go on, Grave. You can do it.
I mean, I know there's this 2-word German insult that means, like, I salt your earth and I spit on your homelands, and I desecrate your mother's grave, and I deny the lineage of your ancestors' accomplishments, etc., etc. Like, it's just such a long insult from a 2-word saying, and I'm just like, that's impressive.
That is impressive. But again, command has to be one word.
Oh, 2-part words, like words that have a hyphen between them?
Do they count?
Yeah?
They do if God said so.
I know, I don't just mean you can put a hyphen between 2 words. I mean, there are certain words that have a hyphen.
Yeah.
True, and compound words are treated as one word, so let me... Now, I know that there is a German word that means to profane oneself before God and all that is holy.
And you're talking to a priest of Morden, so he would automatically, you know...
He would know what that is.
I'm not asking him to profane himself, though. That's kind of counter to what I'm asking him to do.
True.
No. I know what I can do. I've aware that it kind of does it. I can command him to pray.
Fair enough.
I think that achieves my means, or at least proves Fugum's point enough.
So, he makes a save, right?
Yes, he makes a save.
Wisdom?
Wisdom 17.
Okay, so let's see. He's a cleric, and he's in a temple of his god, so that's a +1 to saves. He has a 15 wisdom, so that's +2. He's proficient, so that's another +2. So that's a total of +5 for 9.
Yeah, he's commanded.
I command thee to pray.
You see him immediately like turn face towards the altar and make a dwarvish symbol of prayer as he bows his head for a solid like 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's what it was just like, yeah, that's what I fucking thought.
Like personally, I don't know why my brain immediately goes to a symbol of dwarvish prayer is point up, point down,
you
side
can hear
to
the
side.
mumbling. You can
like
like hear the
hammer.
mumbling. And from the earth rose the great granite, upon which the lichen grew, from which the beer could be brewed, and it was good. And from the ceiling did came the stalactites, and the water dripped down, to add moisture to the fermenting process, and it was good. And from the deep mines, the dark was untold. As the brave dwarfs went forth bearing the light of the Lord, they struck down the enemies before them, and it was bloody good. He goes on for quite a while.
Mhm.
Pyre just kind of looks.
Yes, no, reciting the dwarvish prayer of the maid.
The meat.
Nice.
Look, they say this over all of their breweries to make sure that their brewing and distilleries turn out a good product.
Also, they're dwarves, so you know it's quite long.
Yeah. God damn. I'm just remembering the meme, the joke thing about how dwarves say bless you.
Yes, that one is so good.
But, yes. So, Philgum, you have now done that.
Mm.
Pyro just kind of walk up. That's like, I don't even know what to say at this point.
Well, you could start by believing me.
Okay, you're Furgrim. I can understand that. She just pinches the bridge of her nose. Caliga, help me now. Okay. So you had been trapped somewhere uh, uh,
Aye.
for God knows how long. Titan saved you. Your wife, as she just looks over at the dwarvish woman.
You mean the Rocky boy?
Yes, the Rocky boy. His name is Titan.
Alright, oh, finally I know who he is.
Yes, he was sent by the moon. It's a long story there.
I mean, you're suddenly praying to the crazy book lady.
Oh, Catalogue? You know her?
We went on that one adventure in that book.
Oh, Pyre looks over the lily bear.
Yeah, it was early. Before you, Pyre, I think. It was
Oh,
the
yeah,
adventure
no, I
prior.
know that. I know that. You've explained that, but, do you want to explain it, or...
Let me
Oh.
guess, you found more of her books.
Well, yeah, but also,
Alright.
me and Lily Bear are kind of acolytes of her now,
Oh, yeah. I'm a priestess.
and I'm a
Aye,
paladin.
that explains a few things.
Oh? Pyre just tilting her head. I guess you were wondering about the paintbrush, huh? As
You
Pyre,
have a paintbrush now?
Pyre will just reach into her satchel and pull out the paper paintbrush.
Lily just waggles hers and it makes like a paper sound.
Catalogue gave it to
Alright,
me.
alright.
And also gave us these as she pulls out the book of
Mm-hmm.
Catalogue. We write stuff down in them.
But I mean, I won't speak too much more on it given we are in a holy place of someone else.
Oh, of course. Sorry, I had to fill you in
Aye,
on
aye.
the stuff you've
Wouldn't do
missed.
to be rude.
You've missed a lot. As
I don't want to get struck down today.
Clearly I have.
Pyre gives like a soft
And
pat on the
then
back.
the bloody knife ale dropped the holy goblet into the chasm, where it has yet since been reclaimed, and 1,000 grudges for 1,000 ales of 1,000 days over upon them.
Pyre
That's
just
important.
Pyre's just looking back. It's like he's been going on for 5 minutes.
Aye, he's about halfway through.
Pyre just like no, that makes sense. That makes sense. Uh, she remembers Ruined Beard. He went on sometimes. But yeah, Lily Bear, as Pyre just gives her like a light pat on the back, is a baroness of a keep now.
So what? That means
Yeah,
we've got
by
2
order of
cubes now?
elimination.
Oh, no, we only have one.
Oh, okay. So
It's Little Bear
we
Rock
lost.
Keep.
Alright.
Well,
Right.
more of an outpost
Well, at
or
least it's good that
something.
it's now officially recognized.
Oh yeah, no, it's officially recognized. Uh, oh god, yeah, we got Sir Reginald's there. We picked up some new people. Uh, oh god, there's a lot of things. Okay, let's find somewhere better for us to sit around and talk about all this. I feel like you're going to want some ale for some of the stuff we gotta explain.
I probably.
Are you good to walk? I hear that post resurrection, most people aren't really able to walk properly for a little bit.
I mean, I think I've been awake for enough now.
Can he try to sit up and walk?
Indeed.
Give me an athletics check. Actually, no. Acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Alright.
Standing is a lot harder than you give it credit for.
Yes, it is.
Well,
You do get +1 to the check. Well, no, this is a check, not a save. So you do not get +1.
that is. Okay, we have proficiency +4. +4.
You have proficiency in acrobatics?
Yep.
Have you put Pilgrim's sheet together on Roll20? I did ask you to do that.
I have not, because I don't have Oath of Vengeance.
You can manually input it.
I can, but that takes time. That is a 24.
Oh,
What did you roll?
Let's see, +7. That's what, 17? 18?
I don't know. It should tell you what you originally rolled plus what it added up to.
It disappears after a little bit.
You
Yeah, no,
still have the
17.
Pilgrim Fortinson character sheet, so why don't you spend this session putting that together?
I shall.
There's a great Clean One song.
Oh no. Oh god, the great clean one. So, we, we take Furgrim, we go take him to get some drink.
Mm-hmm.
So we head to the nearest bar.
I have adjusted the map. You are all now tiny people able to fit inside a building.
Oh my god. It's so perfect. Dear God, we're tiny.
Now you can, like, walk down the street and whatnot.
Yay!
So anyways, you're in this temple. This building right next to you is a brewery and a bar.
Alright, we take Furgrim to the bar.
Hang on. Need to get properly dressed first.
He's just wearing a simple, like, white tunic.
Yeah. We don't
Might be a
really
good
have
idea,
any
yeah.
equipment for you, though.
Yeah, but the church does.
I got this extra dress on me.
And that is a grudgeon. Then he turns about face to you. And you!
Like, Pyre's in the middle of, like, digging through her satchels. It's like, I swear I had something.
You can't just go back commanding a man of faith to pray to his god like that.
Nay, but a god can. And if...
But you are no god.
Nay, but I have been blessed with the word of God.
I am a keeper of the faith of the god, so I have also been blessed by the god.
Well, if ye had been and blessed by the god of more import than I, then I would not be able to command you, would he?
Ah, no, I don't think you can be pulling that on me. You both know that's not how it works. The god does not discriminate. He treats us all equally, and when two equals match, it is the will of the individual of the equal to come out in top, for that is dwarvish. We make our own paths.
And clearly you see my path is stronger than yours.
I just wasn't
Ooh.
expecting it. I was tweeting you nicely, saying as how you got the strength of a newborn lamb.
Pyre, I've never seen a faith
Vagrant
building contest in person
stumbles.
before.
Vagrant just stumbles over, lays his hand on the book.
Oh no, this is like this which book?
A book that's gonna turn into the Book of Grudges.
That's the big book in the altar with a continuous Godway effect on it.
Yeah, that one.
Continuous Godray effect.
I think you're doing? You got just touched the holy book of Morden.
I can't prove my point.
I mean, you literally can't touch it. It's blessed and sacred and warded. And the booby trap pressure plate has a spring trigger, fine as a baby lamb's hair.
Pyre just kind of walks over. All right.
Then if I am blessed by God, it will not trigger, will it?
Suppose you'd be right, but are you really risking the entire building and all of us in it to test?
What does that pressure plate do? Pyre just looks over, very concerned now.
Well, the original builders never said.
So you're telling me that your holy book has a pressure plate trap that could destroy this whole building?
Very delicate one. You must dust it with the finest of feathers to not trick it.
Pyre just raises an eyebrow.
Nice.
I have never known dwarves to make anything delicate.
I mean, it is unconventional, yes, but that's what it says on the plaque.
Okay, I am just trying to comprehend. Why would you make any weapon, make anything? Why would a dwarf make anything delicate? It makes no sense. You guys are known for sturdy. You guys are known for overbuilt.
Have you know?
You are all known for building things to be overbuilt to survive.
Take offense at that. We don't overbuild things. We build them right.
Exactly. You guys are able to make things that can outlast entire earthquakes. I have seen a very ancient temple that dwarves built, and it's still up, even though there's an active lava flow trying to destroy it.
Oh, any solid construction could resist lava flow. That's only like half its melting point of the temple anyways. That doesn't prove nothing. Just proves you don't know how hot lava burns.
I just looks that. No, I don't. Fuck, he's right.
Damn it, he got me with that one. But you won't get me again, old man.
Fuck, he has me there. Probably just looks over really bright. Fuck, he has me there. Damn it. You don't know
I bet
what will
Catalonia knows the
happen.
answer.
So you have no idea what will happen if this place goes up. If this trap is
It's
active.
probably written down somewhere.
Hold on.
In the book.
Pie just looks over to Lilybur, looks over to the platform, looks down to Furgrim. Lilybur, let's step outside while he does this, just in case.
You know,
Oh, ye of
yeah.
little faith.
Look, I have a
Hey,
I have
look,
a
you
dark.
don't have to
in the
prove
builders
anything
of
to
old
us.
who constructed this temple to Moradin's design. Ye of little faith indeed.
I am more wanting to protect Lily Bear, like Lady Lily Bear
that's
of Little
nice.
Bear Keep. The fire just starts going on about the many titles.
she took a really deep breath and is like,
Just starts reciting
Meanwhile,
Lily
while
Bear.
Pyre's reciting that being a distraction, Toom's already picked up the book.
Pilgrim, could you make me a dwarf check as you touch this book?
Make a
Remind
dwarf
me of the
check.
dwarf check.
It is a d20 plus proficiency plus half your level.
Okay. Round it up or down?
Down.
So that's +5. 20 plus 4 prof plus 5. 15.
Alright. You pick up the book. And nothing happens for 15 seconds. And then the pedestal retracts down.
Oh
And
no.
then the
Aw.
dais starts to spin as it slowly sinks down too. As the entire altered shrine begins to slowly descend down, with a heavy solid clunk as dust falls from the ceiling above. The windows rattle. The foundation seems to quake as slowly the door closes. And then you realize the door has not closed, but the temple has sunken such to cover the entryway while Paya was busy reciting all the titles, and also failed to notice this.
I was just about to say, Pyre has her eyes closed and is reciting, and Lily just looks in horror as she sees it, and she goes,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
she's like silently
Exactly.
panicking as she looks and is like,
as
Pyre!
and as everything closes, the center of this room actually begins to raise up until a doorway is revealed that leads downward.
And finally, High Priestess of Catalogue.
Lily, Paya, could you make me a con save?
Yes, I can.
It's a big name.
Yes. 22.
Con
Okay,
save.
you're briefly
Okay, you make it.
briefly shook as suddenly the entire room goes dark as the upper vaulted windows are now covered. But you manage to stay standing.
Oh wow, that's a surprise. Oh, why are we underground?
Pyre, I was trying to interrupt you, but you were really getting into it, and I felt bad. But
Sorry,
we're
you
in
have
trouble.
so many tiles, Lily Bear.
I
I
know, and
apologize.
I just feel bad that I have to interrupt him. So, is this the part where we blow
What
up?
in Morden did you do? What kind of course have you put on this holy place?
Oh, ye of little faith.
Now don't you get started with me, you newborn lamb shakes of a dwarf.
Well, clearly, if you had any kind of sense, Muradin shows us the way.
Pirate just kind of just looks around for a moment.
As you say that, there's like a tug on your your sleeve, Pilgrim.
Oh, that little girl.
You turn around, you see your wife standing there, hands on hips, eyebrows raised.
She's pissed!
Love, did you just sink a sacred temple?
It comes back up.
Really? And how do you know that?
Because if it didn't, then that would be stupid. And Muradin doesn't make things stupid, does he?
She narrows her eyes ever so slightly. I promised the neighbors I'd look after their wee ones this afternoon.
Lily just looks back up where we came from.
Is Morden also
looks at
gonna
the
pop
ceiling.
in to babysit them while we're down here in a hole?
She does have a point.
I expect Muradin will get us back in time.
Hey, he'd better, cause if not, she just leaves that unanswered as she turns around.
Pirate just sighs.
Lily very softly goes, ooh.
Pirate just sighs and looks at Fugrim.
You're in
So
trouble.
we're gonna follow that. We're gonna follow whatever this is. She just the door that appeared.
Aye, we should be in and out. As long as
Meanwhile, there are voices being like, wait, is it night already? Oh no, I'm late. And then another person's like, I gotta get home. I left the kettle on.
calm down. We'll just be a couple of minutes. You can be on your way.
And then you hear the small elven call. I can't see anything. Is this what they call a stink hole?
No.
Yes. The stinkiest, in fact.
The priest is there, has also walked over. He's like glaring at you and is like, all right, you're gonna be fixing this place, you will.
All right, come on,
Yes,
come on.
It's fine.
So you walk down and down and down
Pyre
and
just
down.
providing a light source as we're walking down.
You know, if
Dang it.
I had a silver piece for every time we walked down, 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 down in a dwarf hole that may or may not have ended with something bad, I'd have at least 2 silver pieces.
Huh,
At least 5 silver pieces.
Yeah.
This reminds me of that dwarvish outpost we found. Except there isn't a weird, creepy face this time chasing us.
Don't jinx it.
No, these
you're
are
right.
much finer. It's like there are vaulted archways carved of natural stone, depicting scenes from the 100-Year War as you're slowly making your way down.
Oh, fun.
There are reliefs of dwarvish builders hewing out the stone passageways, carrying sacred relics, fighting orcs and goblins, getting absolutely wasted drunk, that you see small runes carved in that say things like Commander Who's a What's has a big nose, and he has the shoes of a drunkard. And then Commander
Leroy was
Who's
here.
What's of the 13th Battalion, de facto leader of this brigade, would wish to inform the miners Dontlin and Throndon that their alcohol will be rationed out, proportional to the drunkenness of his shoes. And other such quips remarks between builders.
Yes. Pyre just writing this all down as we're exploring.
Dang it.
Because
I
our
keep
specialty is
getting that
dwarvish archaeology, surprisingly enough.
And then you get
I
to
just
more
love our
spiritual
cataloging
and
system.
religious reliefs of the dwarvish faith.
What about catalog systems, Lily Bear?
Oh, Pyre writes, and then Lily just makes sure she looks at everything just in case she has to show someone later.
Yes.
Until finally you reach a large chamber, and in this chamber are various chests of treasure and loot of scrolls. There are urns depicting burial rites, and in the center, on a platform that seems to glow as you walk in with the book, is a set of dwarvish plate with a shield and a big axe.
Oh, there you go. There's some clothes.
Pyre just licking around, giving the
beard.
whistle.
It's the sacred reliquary of the founding builders.
Told you.
Pyre just immediately her eyes just go wide. She's like, Lily Bear, be careful. Remember the last time we went into a reliquary?
Oh man, yeah, you're right. I forgot what that word meant again.
Pyre learned her
Never
lesson.
mind, don't take it.
Pyre learned her lesson that
I-
day. She's not gonna have anything happen now.
Lily didn't learn shit.
Pyre just like, remember what happened last time? Don't touch anything.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Hey,
that's bad.
you lot! The priest says as he turns around, pointing his
I didn't
finger at
touch anything.
you, at you two, and the Elven Gaul, and a random Habaxi, and just some other people. All ye non-dwarves, stay at the doorway. This is sacred dwarven grounds.
And as
Way ahead of you. Lily
and-
like takes 4 steps back and her arms are wide. She's like, my hands are up here. Don't worry about it.
The priest then turns to you, Fiogrum. And what is it you be planning on doing here?
Murden has appointed me to be the grudge bearer.
Are ye daft?
Pyre's just like standing at the door, writing everything down as it happens.
I'd like to think Lily's like perched on her shoulder with her hands cupped over her eyes like
There hasn't been
binoculars.
a grudge bearer in living history.
Here, Pyre, I'll whisper you the details.
Aye, there has not been one in a long time. As such, it means that the grudges have become out of balance.
And ye think ye, barely able to stand, new reborn dwarf as ye are fit to take up one of the most sacred mantles of our kind?
It is for this express purpose that Murden has brought me back.
Oh, so it's nothing to do with the fact that I, after looking after your body for months and months and coming to the church nearly every single day, persisting and insisting they revive you, that brought you back. It was all Morden's doing, was it? I see how it is.
She
You took
she
care of
said
me,
with barely
body.
contained rage.
You took care of me body, but me body wouldn't be able to be brought back without me soul in it.
Aye, and who is the light of your soul now?
Feargrim
If he
paused.
looks back, Lily is shaking her head. She's like, no, don't answer. Don't answer that question.
Pyre writing down. He pauses, needing to
Inside
truly think.
Inside Feargrim's head, I need to answer this very carefully.
Pyre just writing down in the book of
Zooms back to the
cataloging.
little symbols monkey, and it does the thing where it smacks you in the head.
Pyre just like writing down into her book of cataloging. He paused, needing to think things carefully as he's talking with his wife. As one wrong word could send him right back to Murden.
Oh no! I'll be forced to use the kobold if that happens.
He's still in the pocket play. He's still in the pocket
He's
dimension.
still in the pocket, and he's the only other character I've got readily available.
He's still in the pocket dimension and Pyre's back.
Now, love, you know there's no one else, not even Murden himself, that brings me a greater joy in my life than you.
He said, trying to not incite his wife into violence.
Look,
That's
look,
your Pyre,
if he
right?
says the wrong
Make
thing
sure
here,
you detail how angry she looks.
look. Grudgebearer he may be, if he says the wrong thing here, Murden will bless his wife with an even holier divine power.
The
That's
power.
Murden's wrath.
The power of the
Yeah,
dwarvish
fair.
chocolate. Seriously, a chocolate is the world's most dangerous weapon.
Now imagine it's made out of dwarven steel.
Exactly.
It doesn't just send you back to God, it sends you back to God's mother.
God's mother. Well, in Burb's case, it's any right to burn a Hildegard.
It's like, but God doesn't have it. You're gonna find out and hope you and wish you didn't.
Now, you best not be forgetting that. And I understand that Morden has given you this very, very important duty of our people. But if you could hurry it along just the littlest bit so we could all get out of this sinkhole and back to the surface.
Yes, right. He turns to the cleric. As is deemed in the holy book.
He said,
According
holding up
to the-
said book without opening it.
So,
holding up
this
said
is
book
this is
and
what
committing God rays.
as he just like looks between the two of you.
Ye are charged to carry out your sacred duty as Muradin's servant, to guard me in the raiment befitting of the station. Which the book shines a God ray over on a set of armor.
The holy book began to point a divine light towards the armor, already bathed in a divine light.
He just gives you a glare. It is my duty to serve the will of Morden. However,
He said
I
with a
ain't
fucking
have no
rage.
clue what to do here.
Just like, how do you not know how to equip someone in full plate armor?
I
Aye,
have
that's
to
it.
equip
You're
someone
supposed to
in
help
full
me.
plate armor. I could have equipped a suit of full plate before I could walk. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to learn how to walk in full plate as a newborn? But my pa insisted, and now I could put that plate on with both hands tied behind my back, upside down, blindfolded, while killing an elf with my toes.
Then how come you can't be able to help him? Can't help perform your sacred
Fire-
duty and put the armor on him?
Pyre, write in parentheses, may be compensating for something.
He
I'm
yelled.
sure you're compensating. I'll be compensating your skull over there, and over there, and over there.
Whoops, I'm staying put. Excuse me.
Pyro just writes down. He
I read it
says
down.
clearly compensating for something.
But you want to fight?
That
Let's
one's
see
for
how it is.
Catalogue.
He walks over and grabs some like sacred scepter from some anointed resting place.
Please,
Wait,
no, he gets hit by
Don't
lightning.
do that! Don't do that!
He's just hit by lightning. He's like,
I'm so
aye, this is a sacred place at Morden. There shall be no bloodshed here.
He just very slowly puts it back. Okay, I understand.
Look, last time.
He then looks at you, Pyro. Last, could you beat me a deer and pass me one of those battle axes hanging from your hip?
No.
Well, that's just rude.
Okay, look, this battle axe is a gift from my mother,
I've
and I
been
am not.
nothing but kind to you this entire time, and when I make a simple request to be lent arms so I may rend your skull, you deny me? I've never faced such rudeness before. He looks to you, Figo, but can you even believe that?
Ye, I can believe that. You're supposed to be dressing me.
As I said before, I don't know what to do here.
You recite the prayers of the forge while you help me put on the damn bloody armor.
That's not what I mean. He points upwards. It's on a 15-foot pedestal. I don't know how to get it.
Pyre just looks up.
Well, who the bloody fuck put it up there?
No.
Pyre, you should write that that's a cruel joke.
Pyre just like, what a cruel joke played by whoever built this place.
It must be a test or something for Muradin to prove the grudge bearer's truly worthy.
Pyre just
Must
looks
be,
over.
but
I can
There's
chuck you up
nothing of
there.
this in the scriptures I've seen. I don't know how to do it.
Pyre just kind of looks over.
Alright.
I could chuck you up there.
Yeah, give me a boost.
Pyre will
Okay,
just
Perry, be careful though, because don't get too
You
close.
can't just ask some tall folk to toss you. Where's your pride as a dwarf?
Pyre will just pick up. Will pick up.
No, wait, hold on, Pyre. The guy might have a point.
My pride as a dwarf.
If it's a
I've been
well,
told
no,
before
if it's a test,
it was a perfectly valid battle technique. And the Goliath
That's
pulled it off
blasphemy,
wonderfully.
and we don't speak of it in hallowed halls. Now, as you were saying, Lassie, he points over at you, Lily.
oh well, I mean, not that Pyre helping wouldn't be helpful, because it would, Pyre. You're very helpful. But if it's a test, shouldn't Feargrim just do it by himself?
Pyre already prepping the fastball special.
You're like holding him by, the breeches, and we're all
He
just
doesn't
like,
have
now hold
witches. He
on.
literally is just wearing a white cotton tunic.
No, Pyre just
Lily
like.
covers her eyes.
like,
If you've
I'm
lifted him
literally
up at
holding
this
him
point.
like how Hulk holds Wolverine in Marvel Rivals.
But you know what I mean? It just,
So you're preparing to just Donkey Kong barrel toss him.
I'm literally
Pretty much.
just.
That's why
yeah,
Lily is shielding
basically.
her eyes.
Like,
No. Feargrim's all curled up. You don't see nothing.
Wearing a tunic.
preparing the fastball
Was it
special.
floor length? I don't know.
Don't worry, his beard most certainly is.
Mhm.
Okay, well, that's better.
Oh man, maybe we need to like climb it.
Well, I was just, if
Do you see any
I'm
handholds on
thinking,
that thing?
Pyre, if Catalonia gave us a
Let's
test.
see. He's like walking around it, feeling it. It's made of marble, a really good marble too.
Like, this is what Lily Bear is basically seeing. It's Pyre's holding
No.
Feargrim.
Maybe we need to chisel it. Oh no, that
I mean,
that is.
do I see any like picks or climbing equipment as I look around?
Oh,
Yeah,
picks.
could we
Yes,
help
pretty
them
much
out by
every
looking for
statue and
hints?
burial on here has a pickaxe.
You could try scaling it. I mean, don't some dwarvish mines require you guys to have to scale down cliff faces in order to mine rare materials in like underground valleys and such?
We'd be here for weeks if we had to wait on me to get the strength to do that.
Maybe not.
Well, have you any special grudge bearing powers to get you up there?
I'm here to balance the book of grudges, not to bleed and fly.
Well, I don't know. Maybe the book of grudges lets you fly. The little elf girl pipes up. It's still dark, but I think you said dwarves don't fly high. Aye, we don't.
She's a smart one.
Pyre just like
Wait,
I like her.
I mean,
I have.
smart for a bloody elf, anyways.
Why do I have Misty Step?
Sounds like she had a good team.
Yes! Use Misty Step to get up there! Use your grudge bearer powers, the Misty Step up there.
Wait, why do you have Misty Step?
I don't know.
Oh, damn it. I really
No.
thought this was. I thought Slaya did this, and I was like,
No,
wow,
I'm
this is
wait,
so
why
good.
does the Dwarven Paladin have Misty Step? Where does that even come from?
Right, I'm trying to find where do I get that from? Is it just in the Paladin spell list?
Hold
or is
on,
it
hold
because of
on.
my oath specifically. It's like
Hold on, hold
what
on.
Paladin subclass did you pick?
Oath of Vengeance.
D&D Paladin spell list.
Misty Step can only be learned by sorcerers, warlocks, and wizards.
Oh no,
unless you
it
have a
is
special
part of the
case.
Oath of Vengeance Paladin spells. You get it at 5th level.
Hell
Oh,
yeah. See?
okay.
That's what
Honestly,
it needed to.
honestly, that's way better fitting than what I had picked.
What did you have planned?
No,
I
no,
really
this is
thought
better. We're
this
just
was
gonna
a
go with
Slaya
this.
plan.
It's way too convenient.
No,
You
no,
planned
I
that
actually
on
want to
purpose,
know what
okay?
you had planned. If you don't
Yes,
mind.
I want to know as well.
I thought it'd be a really cool kind of philosophical thing if the person to balance the Book of Grudges had to be able to see beyond the Book of Grudges And so you would have to let someone else who wasn't a dwarf aid you.
Oh, so sorry. I led
No,
you
that is
completely in the
really
wrong direction.
cool.
So,
That is really cool. That absolutely lends me into the I was right. Pyre needed to throw him.
No, not that, but literally you just needed to let someone else hold the Book of Grudges with you.
I
Nice.
mean, me holding up him, would that count? Question mark.
No, because you were holding him and he's holding the book. But like if he had asked the elf girl to come forward and like had,
Oh yeah, that's
held the
fitting.
book with her, the pedestal would have lowered to
Ah,
show
Oh,
that
that
he is
is
willing
really
to
cool.
he is willing to level with other people.
yes, no, that makes sense.
Too bad we're a bunch of bozos and doofuses in a
It was
trench
going to be really spiritual and insightful and whatnot, but yeah.
No, like Firgum
No,
is
that's good.
recently awakened. He doesn't even know what his full spell list is yet.
But yeah, so Philgrim, you just look up, it's like, how do I, and then you just step up there. You just take a step and you're up there.
And just like a gold, just like a little golden flash on his boot. And he's like, "Putting," and he's up there.
Pyre's just like, what?
We all just fall silent and stare and are like, that's a good way to do it.
Uh,
See, he did it by himself!
Right.
Firgum's just standing up there. It's like, okay, I'm up here. Now, how the fuck do I get it down?
Do what you did to get it up there.
Yeah, that might be a good start.
I don't even know how I got up here in the first place.
Well, grab the armor and gear first, then just come back down.
All right.
Don't worry, they say newborns bounce.
Honorary dwarf, catch the book.
Zoom.
You toss
Oh
the
yeah,
book.
pushes the little
Yes.
lady forward.
Okay, I'm gonna make some rolls.
Or rather,
How
I
big is
reckon
this
them
book?
forth
Is this elven
for me to
child gonna
drop
get
the girl
crushed?
for me to drop the book for them to catch it.
Okay, okay.
I was gonna say, she might just squish her. Yeah.
The book's about
Here,
as
hold
big as
this,
she
kid.
is, about the same size as a dwarf.
Ew, squish.
So yeah, you know what day it is, right?
It's Thursday.
You know what that means.
Wait, they
Feeling
upload on
it.
Thursdays?
Feeling it.
Oh, I didn't even realize they did it on Thursdays.
Yeah, no, it's Pancake Thursday.
Cute.
Those pancakes are on Thursday.
Okay, so Fiogrum, you drop the Book of Grudges. The hard leather, banded with iron hinges and bandings
Oh,
book from 15
no.
foot up onto a
Oh, no.
7-year-old elf girl. She takes maximum bludgeoning damage and immediately passes out as she
Oh,
bleeds
Lily
on the
would
floor.
run forward.
Pyre's
so
immediately
fast, her
gonna run
hands
forward and
glowing.
just like, oh no.
Oh, Pyre, you grab the book. I'll help the girl. Oh, Lily's like
just
fanning her
lifts up the
face.
book.
I hope it's really heavy.
It's like, it's not super heavy, but it is like an 18-pound book.
Pyre will just
Oh,
pick it up.
goodness.
It's like, okay, that wasn't exactly your best idea.
I thought she would be able to catch it.
She
Eight
Honorary
spindly
dwarf with
limbs
the
of a young elven
moniker. She's not that strong.
This book is like 18 pounds.
How many spell slots do I have?
That's a crepe, not a pancake.
Well, crepes are a type of pancake.
14 Heelys. As
She,
Ruby's, like,
her
got
eyes
her
flutter
hands.
open as she sits up,
Okay, careful, slowly. You.
and
that was a
she
great
just takes a
try.
deep breath. And she just sits there for a solid minute, staring ahead.
You okay?
Hello.
I'm much fun. Thank you for asking.
Oh my goodness.
She says in fluent Dwarven.
This is clearly
Someone
a
knocked
sign
the
from
dwarf into
Moradin!
her.
It's clearly a sign!
Fairgrub, you did it.
There, see, I told you she was an honorary dwarf.
The Dwarven Breeze is like, that doesn't make any sense!
Muradin has
What?
blessed
He
her!
was touched by well, and if he blessed Fairgrub, he knocked the book into her. She knocked the dwarf into her.
He knocks some dwarf into her.
That was like a chain reaction from God.
Like a right
well,
Papa
your
Dwarf right
God.
now. Now, if somebody could get me a large pint, I'm a hankering for good stiff drink right about now. Also, I don't know what it is, but I have the strongest craving for some haggis and maybe some lamb stew too while you're at it. Also, bring me my family's axe if you could, lassie. Though I don't believe I have a family axe, which will be a much problematic incident. But I feel a strong knackering that I need a proper right axe to go a cleaving through the knife ears.
Well, the pirate just looks up, just like the pirate just looks up at.
You couldn't have chosen a more recent generation of dwarf.
Wow, you really put. This is a very weird type of dwarf you put into her, but okay.
She's not possessed, right? I don't know how holy ground works.
I'm pretty sure she's not possessed.
Well, I mean, this feels great, and I just think we should leave it. But you know, this is a. What did you call this? A reliquary? A reliquic? I can't say that word.
Reliquary.
Reliquary.
You like the start of relish and then a quarry, like where you quarry up rock, reliquary.
Reliquary.
Wait, quarry or quarry?
Query. Because it has a Q in it. It's reliquary.
Wait, is it reliquary?
No, reliquary.
I hate English. Continue on.
So the relic place.
Yes.
Yes, the relic place. As Pyro will just be like,
I mean, I think this is great.
okay, so I have the book. What do we do now?
I mean, Jade has walked forward and is like, lass, are you sure you're feeling alright? You have mighty concussion over your right eye. I do have a concussion over my right eye, and a grudging on Austin Bolfin for that horseshoe he tossed at my head. I don't know an Austin Boston, but I'm a grudging upon him, and a grudging upon the king under the mountain for the unfair taxes, and a grudging upon the carrots.
I think some of the grudges are rubbed off on her.
Yep, yeah, I mean, that book did hit her kind of hard.
I think you implanted.
You don't even need to make a check. This book is like the concentration of all the gripes and grievances of your people.
Pyre just kind of looks up, just like, yeah, I think you accidentally implanted her mind with every grudge in existence.
No, just some of the most
maybe a handful.
At least a fair few.
Some of the most frequent.
The part that were in the book that hit her. The part of the book that hit her. Pardon me.
Yes, of course. Anyways, get your ass down here right now.
Oh yeah, you should probably get dressed.
Right.
By the way, this is like a 2 foot by 2 feet column. It was kind of just literally the stand of the armor.
Nice.
Nice.
It'll be at this point, new body and everything. Like, Virgin kind of falls over the edge.
Okay, so you manage to get the armor, you fall over the edge. You are going to take 3 bludgeoning damage when you hit the ground.
Nah, that's not too bad.
I mean, you rolled near minimum. I guess newborns do bounce.
I'd like to think he does just a little as he hits the ground.
The thing is I don't
good.
think
You made it
Misty
back
Step
down.
holds momentum.
That is entirely up for the individual DM to decide. It does not say.
I feel like it would be a cheat. Then he comes down, and then just like a couple of feet from the ground, he just an extra foot up,
Well, it
and
depends. Is it just
resets
moving
his
you from one
momentum.
place to another, or is it opening a portal, or are you actually teleporting? Like, it really just depends.
Right? Because the thing is, it's like, if it does hold momentum, congratulations, I have a cheap way of never taking fall damage. But if it
Honestly,
doesn't
that
hold
sounds like
movement,
Minecraft when you leap off a tall thing and right before you hit the ground, you toss an ender pearl.
and if
Or
it
use a bucket of
doesn't
water.
hold momentum, then congratulations, I just took another foot of fall damage.
Uh-huh.
It's like, it's two very, very, very much extremes, and it's like, I don't really want to test that theory.
I'm going with the theory it does halt momentum, because that has more cool dramatic moments.
That is true.
Hey, does this game have fall damage?
Situationally.
That's basically what's going on right now.
Okay, so
mean-
yes, Feargum goes bump on the floor. He's got a big axe, big armor. He takes the book back. The girl is still going on about the grievances of carrots.
But why is she going on and on about carrots?
Empirical shrugs, probably in the book.
And
Probably
then
pass.
the priest looks at you. All right. So now you're the grudge bearer officially. I mean, you made a... Yeah, pains me to say it. But it does look like you made an honorary dwarf out of the elf. Now then, how you getting us out of this hole?
We go back the way we came, obviously.
So you all begin the trudging up the stairs for a while.
The dressing first.
Yes, it takes you all a bit.
Oh yeah, take your time.
You have to like take out the like foam pad or the wood carved paddings. After a couple minutes, Feargun's properly dressed.
Good.
Yeah.
Then goes over to a little alcove to grab the shield and axe of office.
No. Those were in the wooden hands of the mannequin wearing this armor.
Oh, okay, so it's all together. Okay.
Yeah. So you begin the trudge up. Feargum, I'm gonna need 3 strength checks for you as you walk up many flights of stairs wearing full plate, carrying a heavy axe and shield.
Mm-hmm. I expected as much.
Fire's just used to that at this
3
point.
checks, not
Yes.
saves.
Not saves,
Okay.
just checks.
Just checks. Okay. 21, 22, and watch me get the nat one on the nope, 14.
So you run out of steam by the time you're at the third large flight of stairs, but you manage to get up it, and everything's still dark.
Alright, Mr. Man of Moradin, what the fuck do we do now?
I kind of figured there'd be something in place down below that would counterbalance and it just gives just a bit of sort of like engineering technical jargon for how the shift in weight should make the church go back to its original position.
Can
Kind
I...
of thinking that would too, but I mean, you'd think like the pedestal would have been like some sort of counterweight, but it didn't move when you took off the armor, so I don't know.
Wait.
I don't think
The
that's
book
how I was
brought us
supposed to
up
get the
here.
armor.
The book brought us down here. What if it's the key to bring us back up?
Well, you see any book-shaped keyholes?
I mean, he just points at the floor that's where the pedestal used to be.
Hmm. It, Pirate just kind of like thinking a moment. It's like, okay,
You know, we're proper dwarves. Let's just do this the dwarvish way. He walks over, grabs a pickaxe, and just goes to the opening where the doorway was and just starts swinging it at the rock.
I wouldn't think that
Love
was
the
be the
initiative. That'll be
plan.
too long.
Jade also walks up with a pickaxe and starts swinging it with him.
Hey, Grudge Lassie, have a look at the book.
Hmm?
He's talking to the little elf girl.
Oh, she looks up to him. That's a grudgeon! My name is Elfina!
I.
Okay,
And
but
if
those
you'd help.
attach at the collarbone, meaning he literally just stuffed something into the short.
Yeah, probably.
And if you'd help me parse this book.
She takes the book.
And so they're both holding the book as they're trying to flip through it and
nothing
figure it out.
happens. You just flip into it. You see like the first grudgings,
Oh wow.
or should I say the most recent grudgings?
Mm-hmm. Alright, well that's new, but that doesn't exactly help us out. You'd think that there'd be like more of an instruction guide for this whole thing.
Aye. Did you ask Morden for guidance?
That's a good
Just
question.
kind of looks up and is like, maybe it's the resurrection sickness, but I should have probably thought of that earlier.
You just look at the big statue of Morden holding his big stone axe at the altar.
Reardon wanders over and takes up the position of worship. Starts reciting the dwarvish incantation to beseech Muradin for guidance.
Could you give me a religion check?
Yes. But I'm not very good at.
You're cleric! How?
Hey. Do I have lucky?
You're in a. You get +1 for being in the domain of your god.
That does make it a 9. Did Furgrim ever get lucky?
Yes.
No, he died before then.
No, I thought he got lucky.
No.
I got lucky sitting on my sheet. So I must have gotten it at some point.
Wait, you do have lucky on your sheet?
Yeah, apparently I got lucky on my sheet.
Well, I don't remember that. Does anybody remember that?
Yeah, I was pretty sure he got lucky before he died.
I think I was the one that got lucky after Vix.
Yeah.
No. Wait, no.
No, you got lucky before Vix got it.
Didn't Vix get lucky first? Then I got lucky. Then
No,
Alexandria
I
got
was
lucky.
actually one of the last ones to get lucky.
Because I know I got lucky after someone else got lucky.
I think you got lucky after Alexandria.
That could be it then.
Yeah.
Does anybody remember?
The specific circumstances, no.
Yeah, the specific.
But I can check for posterity on my warrior sheet. That'll give us a better dating of when I may have got it.
Alright.
That's a thing?
Well, the thing is, remember, Furgrim started out as a fighter.
Yes.
Yeah, no, his fighter sheet has lucky.
Huh.
Okay.
Oh,
I
it was
hate to derail
early
this
in the
discussion,
campaign.
but who the fudge and why?
I
Wait,
don't
what?
Check this
recall.
out. This is a
No,
Bible
look in general.
designed to move in both directions effortlessly. What do you think?
Oh.
Would you take a ride?
Uh,
That
The-
bothers me. It doesn't feel efficient.
like this does not feel efficient. It doesn't.
I know they used to. I know they use a structure like this in like old 1700s mines, so that the miners, instead of having to climb up and down ladders for nearly an hour, could just stand on these two platforms that were raised and lowered by a crank at the top, and they'd stand on one and they'd do this, and then they step on the other, and that's way it was an efficient way for the miners to get back out of the mine.
But
The children yearn for the mine.
But I don't know why it's here.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
As a fun attraction or something? I don't know.
But
Fair
anyways,
enough,
yes,
fair enough, I suppose.
Feargrim does have the lucky feet.
From somewhere very
Okay.
early in the campaign.
I have no memory of this, but congratulations, Feargrim. You're lucky. You lucky
Reroll.
So, re-rolling that religion. The other one is a nat 20. That's a total of 22.
Very good.
Because I don't have proficiency in religion, and my intelligence only gives me a +1.
So you receive divine inspiration from your god. You see an old rune carving that had been carved into the base of the column that showed a dwarf and a member of another race. You can't quite make it out as the head has been broken away, but you can tell that the other creature was not a dwarf by the fact they are taller than they are wide.
Of course, very important.
Sure, just look at this. Like,
And they're both
Pyre,
holding the book open.
can you come over here and help me decipher this?
Oh, okay. I'm decently well versed in ancient dwarvish writing, so maybe it's probably just gonna go head over. Okay, let's see here. She puts her hand on the book and just get a better look at it. Okay, let's see here.
It is old book. You can't quite tell what the pages are made of. Maybe some sort of parchment, but you don't know what animal it's from.
That's a very strange type of parchment. I've not seen this type before.
I mean, tis a book of the. Tis now a book of the divine.
Let's see here.
Over at the front entrance, the priest and Jade are picking away. Judging by the looks of this, I think we're only about 10 feet under, so it shouldn't be too long to dig out at all.
If it's longer than like 10 minutes,
Probably a smidgen longer than 10 minutes, but there are two dwarves with pickaxe walking at it, so it won't be terribly
Yes,
long.
we've got a dwarf and a dragon holding the book. Looking at the rune, looking at the book, looking at the rune, looking at the book.
Well, no, the divine image you got from the god was of the runes carved at the base of the pillar down in the well quarry.
Oh, wait a minute.
What? I just looks down.
But Feargrim looks up and says, I think we need to go back to the pillar.
All right.
oh man, that was so many steps.
By the way, it is a 30-foot staircase, like 3 whole stories of stairs.
Pyre just sighs. Pyre just sighs as she is like, "All
Is
right,
it
come
dark
on.
still too.
The
I'm
revenge of
carrying
the-
you this time."
The revenge of the puzzle for not
thank
doing
you,
it right the
Pyre.
first time.
As Pyre just fucking underarms carries you both down the stairs.
I should be complaining, but I'm too tired.
So you make it
I
to
love
the
it when
well.
Pyre does this.
You make it to the well quarry once again.
Thank
Yes.
you, Pyre.
Pyre just sighs like, "Okay, what are we supposed to do, Dwarf man?"
Alright, follow me with the book.
Pyre will follow, holding the book.
And Furgan's just like, all right,
Did you put
and
me down
grab it.
first?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Or you
No,
could be
you
sitting
just
on my
imagine
shoulder.
you
I don't
stuffed
know.
me under.
Furgan just reaches
Oh,
up,
I
grabs the
would ride
book
on
while
your
Pyre's
shoulder.
holding
That's
it
kinda
to pull
sick.
it down. So it's like, all right. So what do you make of these runes? So they're both
You
holding the
see
book and
carved
looking
in
at
the
the
base of the
runes.
column. Could you give me an archaeology check?
Yes, I can. And I have advantage on those.
Woohoo! Hell yeah.
uh, it was a history check, correct?
Uh-huh.
I have advantage on these because of my background. Woo! 14!
Hell yeah.
I gonna spend a lucky point to try and make that a bit better.
Okay. Lucky point.
Okay, so 14.
I mean, I'm probably giving the help action.
Advantage is only once. It doesn't stack.
Hmm.
Okay, according to the Zaroons, the figures are standing on raised tiles. Pyre's gonna look around to see if there's any raised tiles.
You don't notice anything peculiar. Firgum, would you like to help?
Yes.
Okay. With your dwarf sense, you can tell that the column is made of marble, and the floor is mostly made of granite, but there are actually two marble tiles right in front of the column.
I would say that tile and that tile, they're not necessarily raised, but they're made of the same material.
I can't tell the difference.
To be fair, they are buried under like a solid inch of dust.
I mean, Furgan just uses his foot to brush some of the dust off the tiles.
I still can barely see a difference, but I'm gonna trust you here.
Alright, you stand there, I'll stand here, and we both hold the book.
Right. Pyre will just follow along.
So once you do that and you're both holding the book open, there is suddenly a glow along the book that seems to run down you both into the floor. And then you hear a sound of metal bars grating across stone as there's a loud clunk noise. And then the two tiles you're on slowly start to sink in until finally there's a loud clank and more stone and metal grating noise before the column in the center begins to lower down slowly.
Huh. So that's how we were supposed to do it.
Aye.
And then, once it is fully lowered down, a little peg in the floor sticks up. And that is when the whole structure starts to rumble. And you hear various shouting from up above.
Right, we should probably get back up there then.
Alright, Pyre just picks you both
You see the
back
doorway
up.
with the staircase leading to the Welkoi slowly begin to raise up as everything but this room is moving upwards once again.
Oh, but it's
Alright, Pyre just grabs you both and runs up through the staircase, starts running up it. Like, no, I'm carrying you two, you can't complain.
So you get back up, and luckily, thanks to your Dracian strength, you manage to run up the stairs carrying both the people, and you arrive in the main church just as it levels off again. And you see a strange sight. Jade and the priest both holding pickaxes, looking at another group that's in a hole right in front of the door, also with pickaxes that then look up at them. It's like, "Oi, we were digging you out!" Well, it seems we've gotten ourselves out. Oh, no, what'd you go and do that for? I was almost there. I dug this hole for nothing now. Would it make you feel any better if we went back down so you could dig us up again? Well, no. That'd be draft. Well, I mean, no.
Pyre just walking over, still underarm holding both Lily Baron and Fjorgrim. And she just kind of looks down, just like, oh, I hope. Oh, I did not realize that, but that that you guys are actually that close to digging us out.
Well, when the holy temple of Morden sinks in the ground, everyone will see it. I mean, we keep the recipes for the beer in there.
That'll do
Well,
Wait, the regular beer or the holy beer?
Both.
Yeah, that makes sense.
let's go drinking.
The headpiece
Indeed, I think we
owns
could
the
all use the
brewery,
pint after
so
that.
All right, come on, let's go drinking.
so you all head over to the tavern, which is called Morden's Beard.
Yee.
Of course.
as it should be.
Naturally.
And it is the same architecture, the same design of the church, as there are these big dwarven statues that have like the pint set in and huge barrels. It looks very much like a sort of
I just-
religious winery.
I want to imagine that there's actually a secret passage in here that leads to the reliquary.
Maybe, maybe not. Who's to say?
We'll never know. We'll never know because we rushed out and didn't find out.
So yes, you were all given. I hate that.
What?
Just playing catch with some weirdly bulky Wolverine.
No, this is comic book accurate Wolverine. He's canonically a dwarf now.
Yes, no, Wolverine is actually pretty short. Except, the thing is that Hugh Jackman isn't.
I'm sorry. He is forever canonical Wolverine to me.
They
No,
need
that's
Batman,
fair.
I think, in this
That is
Deadpool versus
completely fair.
Wolverine
The thing
movie.
is, like, comic book accurate Wolverine is, like, really short, surprisingly.
Leave it on the government to pick a short guy to save on the metal. But so yes, you all get fine dwarvish ale. Feelgum, you now actually feel like you've been reborn.
Woo!
Finally, some good drink.
Pyre just sighs.
What do you mean you won't let me drink? That's a grudging, lassie. You're like a 7. And for elves, that means you were like born yesterday or something. And a right proper dwarf is suckled on beer since the day they're born. A right proper dwarf is, but ye ain't one. That's a grudging.
That's a grudging. She is an honorary dwarf. Allow her to drink.
But it's okay. If the grudge bearer says so. He pours out this like red frothing liquid into a large mug. Lily Bear, your nose hairs call.
Well, that's good. That's gonna put
But
that
not
girl
that
through some
stuff.
shock.
You watch as the elven girl takes it, throws it back, falls over out.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, give her the kid stuff.
We don't serve kid stuff here.
Well, then how are the dwarven kids supposed to drink?
At the nursery across the street.
I thought he was gonna say at home with their mommies.
There's a building right here that's literally a nursery, and you see a lady dwarf handing out small pints to the children.
Aye, that makes sense.
The lasses turning red and blue and green,
Okay,
and I don't
hold
think
on.
it's breathing either.
Pyre's just like, okay, hold on. Pyre
Hold
walks
her up,
over.
Pyre.
Pyre's to go
And I'm good.
move over, just lay on hands, dump some points to cure her.
Yeah, I'll take away her
She
poisoning.
spasms
Bless
a
her
bit,
restoration.
throws up, her eyes open. She looks at you. They roll back in her head as she passes out again.
She
Well, it looks like she can't hold her elder fire whiskey.
No, shite. She ain't that old yet.
Well, I mean, you said to give it to her, and who am I to question the word of the grudge bearer?
I thought you were gonna give her something reasonable.
This is reasonable. The grudge bearer has been reborn. That's worthy of celebration. I got this out of the back cellar. What could be more reasonable a drink to have at such a joyous occasion?
Well, I can't fault your logic for that.
Pirate just chuckling as she's going to like basically lay this girl down into like one of the booths, like cover her with
Hey,
a
hold
blanket.
on, we gotta cure poisoning first.
Yeah, no, I already did that. That's a part of
Okay,
my lay
good.
on hands. If I spend 5 points, I can cure someone of poison.
Oh, beautiful.
Takes a couple rounds, but yeah.
She
She's
did
she's
happen to
alive
keep
and
passing
breathing. She's
out.
just out.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
She has partied as hard as her little honorary dwarf heart can handle.
Yes. Pyre just sighs softly. Alright, so that's one thing. So you're now the grudge bearer, which is interesting as hell, if I'm honest.
Aye.
The priest
Like I
takes
said,
a
I
walk.
had a lot of time to think while I was disconnected from my body.
Clearly.
So the priest also takes a long, deep drink before praising Morden, and then turning to you with a more serious-looking expression. Ah, so Morden has sent you then, has he, to right the wrongs and balance the book?
It would appear to be the case.
Ugh.
What
Well then, I feel I ought to ask, do you know what's been going on?
Well, just a cursory glance at the book. Apparently, there's this doctor guy that's been causing all sorts of trouble.
I don't know nothing about no doctor. I'm
You'll probably know
talking
when I meet him.
about the shite Lockham's been pulling.
Oh, I already know that shite. Right on dwarfly behavior, that is.
No, as if the tax wasn't enough, and then the raising the prices on the corn and the hops, he's implemented that dwarven draft.
Wait,
Is what?
why the fuck is he ordering a draft?
The dwarven draft.
Wait. Is a dwarven draft different than a normal draft?
Are you daft? It's a draft.
Why is he drafting dwarves then? Unless he's trying to pull some shit, which
Don't have the bloodiest clue why.
the pirate just looks over to Fjorgrim, just like, it's not good. That's not a good sign. If he's
Just shakes his head. No. Good news to me, though.
Thought you said you were the grudge bearer here to write the book.
I am here to write the book. I don't mean I've heard all the recent goings on.
A shite grudge bearer ye are.
Look, the book just says that Lockham's been doing godless and undwarfly behavior. It hasn't given me the specifics. Just what the grudging is.
You see the priest take another long, deep drink. I say again, you're a right shite grudge bearer, you is.
Well, I've only been in office for an hour. Give me time to get to work.
Been lolling about for a whole hour.
pirate just sighs.
See, now this is why newborns aren't supposed to be the grudge bearer.
Aye, well, it's not like I asked to be grudge bearer.
No, of course you didn't ask. Yous were bloody dead.
Well, then in all of Moradin's wisdom, he obviously picked. Besides, who are you to doubt Moradin's wisdom and who he picks to be his grudge bearer?
Not doubting Morden's wisdom, I'm doubting ye.
Ye? Well, Moradin picked me. So if ye be doubting me, then ye be doubting Moradin.
Don't you try to use that kind of daft elven logic on me. I'm not doubting Morden's vision for ye. I'm just doubting ye as ye are now to see through to the Morden's vision.
Gotcha there.
Biden shrugs. He does got you there, no matter what.
And behold the dwarven argument.
Pirate's just chuckling. Pirate just sighing as she takes a swig of her drink.
It started just a few weeks back. Message from under the mountain came. Said that dwarves of able-bodied might and proper prides of the mountain home were to be called back for great honor and service to the king. A lot of shot that is, I say.
I agree, a lot of shite that is.
I don't know what it's about though, but it doesn't really seem like they're taking no for an option.
Okay, the fact that they're... Pirate just takes a deep breath. No matter what, this smells like some complete shite, and this honestly might be, as much as I don't want to say it, might be connected with some of the shit we've been dealing with.
I wouldn't be too surprised.
Oh, Fugrim, we need to fill you in on that. We've made a major discovery.
Oh, aye.
We'll tell you what of Earshot out of everyone else because it's kind of neat to know. But yeah.
Yeah, I say that's a good idea, lassie. You don't want to be airing out all your dirty laundry for all else to hear.
Indeed.
Aye. This is why I do not read aloud from the Book of Grudges. Last time a grudge bearer did that, all sorts of shit happened.
You are all starting to get up to leave. Jade Jem Forgenson comes over and gives you a large hug, Fugum, before she then gives you a kiss on the nose, telling you, be safe, right some grudges, and bring dwarvish pride down on those who dare besmirch the right honor of Moradin.
Aye. And hopefully I shall be back before you know it, love.
She nods. Oh, also, she hands you a gift basket. If you end up heading back to the mountain holds any, could you give this to my folks there?
Aye. Aye.
Oh, and my sisters have been wanting this correspondence.
Aye, I shall check in.
That's my dwarf. And after a few more dwarvish goodbyes and pleasantries, you begin to make your way back through the city proper, I assume?
You probably... Pyre probably knows the way to go.
Wait, where were we going?
The world is your oyster. So you are currently within the kingdom known as the Miowne Kingdom. It has had a bit of a civil...
Sorry, my brain blanked for a moment. I'm sorry. I apologize. My brain
What do
just
you mean?
blanked a
This is
moment.
session 1. We've been here the whole time.
So, and that was the introduction to this campaign.
A fucking.
On to chapter 1.
What is
No,
this,
the
Road
funny thing
Trader?
is, you never finished chapter 1 because the princess was the.
Yeah.
We
We're
jumped
getting
it
there. We're
straight-
getting there.
We're about to finish
No,
chapter
no, no,
1.
no,
Don't
no, okay,
worry.
no.
Like a chapter by
Margile
chapter
was
book,
chapter
but we
1.
treat it as a
technically you're still in
choose your own
chapter
adventure.
2.
I do apologize. My brain just literally blanked for a moment. So,
Uh-huh.
what did you say, Slam? Because I know you
What are we
said
doing?
something. I just don't remember what you said.
You are walking through the city. Where do you want to go?
Okay, Grave, where did you say? I know you said something. Pyre will know where to go. I'm like, wait, what?
I mean, you're probably the person with the most knowledge of what's most recently been going on, so you probably know where to go most likely.
Right. Pyre will just sigh as she looks around, and it'll just say, "Okay, we kind of have a major request." As Pyre will look around, pull Lilybear and Pilgrim into an alleyway, and be like, "Okay, we got a major request, not only from the king, like off the books, from the king, the king of the Tabaxi lands, and the assassins."
No, remember. The issue is this is especially against the King's Ward.
Yes. That it is.
Well, like, kinda.
This is expressly against the king's word, but his brother heavily emphasized that you are kind of the only person at the moment that can be able to legally kill someone who needs to get killed.
Would this be the doctor fellow?
Yes. Because you are pronounced
Pilgrim
legally
nods.
dead.
No, Pilgrim, actually, the Doctor wouldn't be in the Book of Grudges. The Book of Grudges is what the dwarves grudge.
Yes.
Yes.
So.
I can imagine that the doctor has committed acts and experiments against dwarven kind that have earned him a place in the Book of Grudges.
Actually, no, he is
He
not
seems
in the
pretty
Book
universally
of Grudges.
hated.
Yeah, he's surprisingly not in the book. But Pyro just.
Surprisingly, I was expecting Lockham, Rather Dumb, and the Doctor to be the first three names in the book because they're the kind of the biggest outstanding
I don't want to
things
spoil
unfound
anything,
together.
but the Doctor isn't actually in the book.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, I'm the only person to kill him. I was like, all right, why didn't you fill me in on what this person has been doing?
Okay, so this person is the only person who can be able
Before
to...
you delve into that topic, you are still in the middle of a busy street.
Yeah, no, I pulled everyone into an alleyway.
Just a random alleyway?
Actually, no. Let's go somewhere else.
We're classier than random alleyways now, Pyre. We don't have to do this.
Pyre will just like, okay, hold on, let me just fly us over to the estate.
You have a estate in the capital? I thought you turned that offer down.
No. Just head over to like the Duke's home.
That's where like everyone is.
Oh right, yeah. Fuck. Where the fuck do we go?
If you want the most secure location you currently know about in the capital, that would probably be the Grand Library under the King's Palace that only has 2 people in it, and at most times only 1.
Okay,
And
Pyre-
more
and I
secure
was
than that
afraid
would
that was the
be
answer.
the Black Library under that.
Pyre
We're
will
not going
just
back in
like,
there.
okay, come on, let's go. As Pyre will just grab both of you and will fly over to the library.
So you fly to the palace, you're going through the palace. As you are actually heading through the palace, a staff member spots you and immediately runs over. She looks terrified. There was like abject fear pulsating in her eyes.
Oh god. Yes.
She... Bruno's not here. Pilgrim, could you put your token down?
No. Oh.
Yes. Just a moment. Where are we? Over there?
Yes.
Yes, you're right here. This isn't actually the entryway, this is just supposed to be a random hall. It's just I never managed to find hall maps for this place.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
But yes. The person who comes full, who has suddenly gripped you by the sleeves. I'm just going to say a random lady.
Yes.
Mhm.
Random lady.
Indeed, randomly.
She looks to you all, abject terror in her eyes. She's like, please, please. You have to help me. I can't. I don't.
Okay, whoa, slow down.
Fräulein, are you hiding again?
Pirate's helmet immediately closes.
You, Pilgrim. Just you, Pilgrim, are shuddering. It's like, I'm a guess that that's him.
You hear a clack along the hallway. You know that these floors along this path are carpeted, but you still hear the clunk, clunk, cluck, as you see a long black straddle that just seems to stretch endlessly across the hall, down the stairway, around corridors, longer and longer, though you can't see any source of light bright enough to be casting such a long, dark shadow, before finally, around the corner, stands the doctor, foot after foot. He now has a cane that he's walking, and despite his graceful, almost ballet-like movements, there is a clank, clack, clank, clack, before he turns to look at you all. His shadow, seemingly unaffected by the light of these windows, as he slowly walks down. And you realize it's almost as his shadow is not being cast by the light, but rather grows into it, as though it is obstructing the luminosity itself. There you are. We were not yet finished. I have a few more requests. Oh, my dear friends, you have returned.
I'm not your friend.
Oh, and what is... Oh, goodness. A dwarf, and one just reunited with their soul. Wunderbar. I have not yet had a chance to study that.
You lay your hands on me, you're losing your hands.
On your... 9-9. I just grew them back, you see. I lost them the other day. It was quite dramatic. My friends here could tell you about it.
This pirate just she's completely silent as the helmet is closed tightly.
Oh, and you're using a token of that character too.
Oh? Why the Vashkana gushed it? No, I did not say that right. I apologize.
Oh dear god, this character just... Like, this is no offense to you, Slay. Like, this character is just for some reason just...
He's meant to give you the willies. It's working.
Yeah, no, very effectively.
Like, this actually just makes me feel like the time I believed I saw a skinwalker back in New Mexico. It's a very terrifying experience.
He then continues walking forward. The clunk, clack, clunk, clack. It never grows any softer nor louder, even as he rounded the halls and came down the stairs. It always sounds so near, but just out of view, as though it was somebody approaching from behind.
Is that meant to be a hint? Because if that's a fucking hint,
He looks down at you, and he smiles. He slowly adjusts one of the eyepieces of the glass. My. And what fancy armor you have. I haven't seen a make like that in so long.
Mm.
Oh, and look at that book! He reaches for it. Oh,
he loses a hand.
you have to roll that attack.
You rolled
I
to
just wanna
cut off
say
his
right
hand.
now. Yes, no, the axe is coming out
Make an attack with disadvantage.
with disadvantage.
You still have the exhaustion, resurrection sickness.
That is
Resurrection
still a
remnant.
dirty 20.
Nice.
So you swing your axe, and you see him just seem to whip his hand as a literal blow. Ah, mein friend, you should not exalt yourself so. Your soul is
He
still
manages to-
reconstituting into the materium.
He manages to dodge a dirty 20. Damn.
His smile widens as he's leaning closer. You wouldn't want an accident to upset the delicate processes going on as your soul sits itself back into the body. Nasty business, a disrupted soul. It's like a phantom pain, but for a limb you never had. Like the roots of your beard itching, but the beard is on a head next to your own face. You can't scratch it. You can't stop it. But it's always be there. Always.
Can I just backhand him with the axe?
You may attempt roll an attack.
Oh no, that's a 15.
You
And that's the
attempt
best
to,
one I get with disadvantage.
but your legs are still unsteady and you don't quite manage it as he just stands back up. But enough of that, he turns to the lady. Now, about our prior business. She, like, shrinks back to between you two.
I feel you have no more business with her.
Oh, but I do, for you see, the king, assigned her to be my personal assistant, and I still require many, many things to perform the surgeries.
Right.
What surgeries?
Pyro
You
just
see, I
clear her
am a
throat.
doctor, and there are so many ailing people for me to help here.
He is to help. He is to cure the princess of what's ailing
But
her.
not just the princess, your dear friend, the young Fräulein Dwellis.
Yes.
In fact, the king, after much consideration, said I should aid her first. Such a benevolent man he is.
Truly. Truly, what a benevolent man.
Indeed. So considerate, so loyal to his people and family. It is wonderful. It really is.
Yes, of course.
Like that have quite the durable constitution. The doctor then looks down at you, Philum. Now that is an interesting eye. It looks like carved stone, but no. No, it is much too fine. A Goliath's eye, perhaps?
I.
Doctor slowly sways back and forth on his feet. And it moves in your skull like an eye would, in sync with the other one, too. Tell me, how did you get the optic nerves to attach?
Fearcom shrugs. I never bothered asking that question when I put it in.
Would you like me to take a look and find out?
Touch me and you lose your head.
Oh, there it is. I have not heard that one in a fortnight. It brings comfort to me.
We should just keep moving. Look, I think your assistant is meant to fetch anything you need for said surgeries, but I can't
Yes,
imagine the pressure of being a test is a part of your assistant's job, so I think whatever you're asking of her is no more.
asking much? They are simple requests.
Such
Lily looks
as,
to the girl who's literally shaking and is gonna
what are you
cry next to her.
requesting of her?
I'm not asking much. I need silver tools from the blacksmith. I need minerals and alchemic reagents from the apothecary. I need the fresh blood of a newborn. I need clean silks.
Hold on, I was
Yeah,
writing down the rest of them until that last one.
that fresh blood
The
might be a
silks
bit
are
of an
okay.
issue.
Yeah.
Do
Oh,
not
hey,
worry.
what's
When a
defined as a
newborn is
newborn?
born, there is blood everywhere. It just pours out. You typically throw it out anyways.
I don't know.
Fearcom's just gonna be like,
Where are we gonna find a
gross.
newborn being born?
Oh, it is not gross. It is medicinal.
Oh, I love the super satisfying.
I feel compelled to peck your head just for you saying that.
Yeah, it's.
I do implore you, please try. I'd love to return the favor.
Hmm.
Now, if this was the old Fearcom, he absolutely would take the shot. But we're dealing with the new, more considerate Feargrim, who's just gonna be like, you know what? I need to actually recover before I take on this guy.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna see Feargrim make a sour face at the man.
Let's leave them to it.
Grip tightens on both your sleeves.
I do believe that the tasks do sound rather simple, but the assistant I don't think is necessary anymore. She could go home about her day.
But no, it is necessary. You remember what the king said? No one shall harm me while I'm within the halls of his palace, and as such, I require someone to fetch these components for me.
Right. Pirate just sighs, takes a deep breath. I actually don't know what to say. I'm sorry, my brain is trying not to panic.
What is it
No,
again you
no,
said
that's
you
fair.
needed?
And silver tools from the smith.
I knew about the baby blood. We can skip that one.
Oh, no, you cannot skip that. Is it an important reagent for the potion?
No, I meant we could skip you listing it, but thank you for talking about it once again. What are the rest?
Of course, mein Fräulein, I am here to help.
I really doubt that.
no. So many people say that. They just don't understand. I am a man of medicine. It is my job. It is my duty. It
Then in that
is
case, I'd say your
what
bedside manner,
drives
son.
me.
We
I'd
know
say
it's your
then your
passion.
bedside manner leaves much to be desired.
I do so believe you are the second person to ever tell that to me.
Look, if someone else got you these things, would you still need an assistant? Could you just mind your own business in the castle walls for a little bit?
Well, if you could fetch the agents for me, then I suppose I could move on to the actual prep work.
The sooner we
I
get
do
this
need
surgery
2
going, the better.
assistants with small, steady hands who are not squeamish.
I believe you should ask the king for help with that one.
Oh,
He'll
but you see, the king, he assigned this Fräulein here to aid me.
I don't believe her hands are going to be very steady any
No,
longer.
9. She is, as they say, too squeamish. In fact, Fräulein, when I began to sing for her a song, she just started to scream.
Probably because you don't sound like you have a very good at singing a voice.
Oh
not,
no,
he's been
you don't
off
sing
key.
this song with your voice.
Maybe we're
Kruger
not
was just
thinking
now
of the
making
same
the
song
concerned
anymore.
face.
End of a song that Fräulein taught me. You sing it in the mind.
Don't ask. Just tell him no thank you and we can keep moving. I don't think she wants any more of whatever you're offering. You should still just work on the song by yourself.
Very well.
Alright, what's the rest of the list of the dumb stuff you need? It's not
I'd
dumb.
have it here. He pulls out, holding between 2 fingers, a scroll that he holds out to you. His hand almost seeming to stretch the expanse between the two of you.
I really don't want to touch it. It's probably sticky or something.
Here,
Alright.
Fräulein, you asked for this, did you not? Don't you want it?
No, I don't. I'd prefer you just tell me.
Oh, but it is a very long list of very complicated reagents, of chemic solutions, of alchemic formulas, of very specific purities and amounts. Now, Fräulein, won't
Well,
you
to be
please
clear, I
take
don't
it?
want it. No. Hold on. No, thank you. Give me a second.
It's just a simple...
It's just the problem is I haven't clarified with my teammates if it's okay for us to do this work. We're busy people.
Of course, of course. I understand you have your own lives. You could not spare the time to aid a dying princess, a infested, enfevered comrade, and an ailing duke. No, no, no. Your time is far too important for that.
Of
I
course, he's
should
got
have
to
had a
pull
drink
all
at the.
Elven shite.
Instead of had a drink at the bar.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lily. I thought I had narrated that. Yes, you all did get fairly drunk at the bar.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, that was. I didn't know
You're
if Lily
completely
felt strong
sober
enough.
now.
I didn't know if Lily felt strong enough that she could drink, but I guess she did drink with that
Even
one
if,
dwarf
even
guy
if you
once.
had been absolutely drunk when you walked in the palace, you are sober as the grave right now.
That's
Mhm.
that's great. That's great. Perfect.
Which would be hilarious if I was not in fact sober.
What are you afraid of, Fräulein? It is just a simple scroll. Won't you accept this simple scroll? His hand still stretched out to you. It's almost like the hallways and pillars are beginning to carve inward.
No.
Can Birgum just snatch it from him?
No.
You may.
Thank you.
Birgum just snatches it from him. That's enough of that!
Ah, excellent. I see now you are traveling with mine two best friends here.
I really wish he wouldn't use those words. That's not what we are.
Oh, yes, that's
I-
right. We, the fluffy pink unicorn besties.
You need to work on your pitchiness before you even think about putting
Fluffy
those words
pink
together.
unicorn. Unicorn.
He's not getting any better at saying it.
No, he is not.
Ah, alas, it is on my accent. But I shall work on it, do not worry, Fräulein.
Okay,
And
well,
as
we'll
for
go get
you,
this stuff.
I am glad to make your acquaintance. Would you mind? Could I have your name?
No, you may not have me name.
Oh, but that is so rude. That is no way to treat a friend.
You're not my friend.
Oh,
However,
I am hurt. Come on now, Pilgrim. It's just a name.
you see, now, you just said my name. That means you already know it, which means I don't have to introduce myself. And I'm not letting you take me name.
He just smiles at you but doesn't say anything for a solid 10 seconds, then looking over at Lily. Ah, all right then. I suppose we should get back to our affairs. You may borrow my assistant if it pleases you. I do so believe I saw a guardsman head down that corridor. He shall suffice. Avitasen! And with that, he turns around, walking up the stairs, his shadow seemingly unmoving from across the floor as he goes, the clunk, clunk, never changing until he rounds the corner. And then the shadow almost seems to sluggishly pull along the floor after him.
Going behind the rest of the party, I was like, I have a reason to believe that that man is either an elf or a fucking fae.
As soon as he's around the corner, Lily like breathes out really heavily and is like, "Oh my god, I messed up the last time so bad. I was so nervous this time, guys. I'm really sorry about
The
that
elf
unicorn
who's
thing."
holding you just kind of falls to her knees, just dry heaving.
It's okay. It's okay. Let it out.
He was in my head.
Yeah, unfortunately, I too had to experience it. I think the key is you have to deny him entry, but I'm not really sure. I know Fae Ambassador is a part of the title, but I've been a really bad job at that, so.
And the doors always led to more doors. And more doors and hallways. And then they would twist, and there were more doors that would lead to more doors. And the shadows were wrong. The shadows were always wrong.
Alright, calm down.
What day is it?
Uh, great question.
We're just gonna say it's Thursday.
Can we like try and walk her out
You're
into the
assuming
sunlight?
Kieran knows.
Yes, you walk her
It's
out
the
as she just
equivalent of Thursday.
as you say that she's just like, but that can't be. It was so long in the dark, so long in the dark.
I know, I'm really sorry. It's not right for someone to play mental games with unwilling participants.
And as you bring onto sunlight, and she just stands in the sunlight, she just begins to silently weep as she stares up at the sun.
Anybody got any water we could give her?
I don't think so, but I could cast Calm Emotions, maybe?
Hold on, do you have a vessel? Do any of us have like cups or anything? I might have a spell slot to make her some water.
Pilgrim
I mean,
has a dwarvish mead mug at his hip, as all proper dwarves do.
Oh, that'll
yes, so
work.
it's always either a mead mug or a drinking horn.
That'll work. This spell says up to 10 gallons, so I'm assuming I can choose how much water I make.
Just create 10 gallons like 5 feet above us, instant shower.
I mean, it could fall as rain for 30 minutes, but I think the sun would. Well, I don't know if it would. It would just be water falling from the sky. But if there's an open container, I can put water in it.
Mm-mm.
Alright, so you get her water, which she brings to her shaking lips. She chokes on the first few attempts, but she begins to slowly drink, and when she's drained it, she just takes a deep breath as she looks to between the three of you. I can't go back.
I know, it's
I
okay.
can't.
We can speak
Pilgrim
to
just
the
nods.
king.
You take care of yourself, Lassie.
Yeah, he's right. It's not. I get it.
She turns before she begins to walk down the street away from the palace.
She'll probably be fine. So what is this scroll that he's well, I guess
It's a very neatly printed out list of things, salts, chemicals, things like sulfur, typical alchemic reagents. There are specifications for silvered tools, for the blacksmith, blood of a newborn babe, the horn of this one monster, typical magic potions and stuff, and alcohols, that kind of thing.
Okay, would Lily know where to get placental blood from?
At this moment in time, I don't think so.
It's worth an ask.
I mean, I make me a intelligence check.
Oh. 11. Man, it's gonna be really hard to bleed that baby. I don't think this is a good idea.
Grave, could you make me a history check?
Oh, do you want history or intelligence?
I meant to
That's,
say history, I'm sorry. It's just history isn't
Okay,
intelligence.
17.
9.
I had
Lily,
better odds with history.
I'm gonna send you something.
Okay. Well, because I had an idea, but, I didn't want to just go for it and then have someone be bleeding.
probably it might have been easier to remember when you had first come to the city, but the keys for this have been in place for a while.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah, that's fair. And the place I'm remembering is in the city, right?
Yes.
And it's not one of the places I've been banned from.
No, that was the Church of Kami,
But that's what
specifically
you
down
just
in
said that is.
Sfangsbo.
Oh,
No, the
just
Church
the
of
one.
Aliestri down in Fangsbo. This was the
Oh,
Church of the
okay. They
Kami.
just okay.
The
So
Tabaxi belief.
Lily would kind of put her hand on her chin and would be like, "Well, I kind of remember something about the Church of Kami. The lady who was there, the head priestess. I shouldn't call her a lady, but, you know. But her husband was a doctor who dealt with, I believe, work in that field. So maybe that's a good shot if we start there. But it would be better than bleeding a baby. Oh yeah, like that was his whole job. Okay, sorry, I misunderstood what my brain mixed up some of the letters in this word.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I just needed a moment.
No,
It's
you're fine.
okay. The,
We're figuring
the
out
the
where to get baby
doctor has
blood.
walked off again. You are now out in the sunshine.
Uh, so,
Good news, the lady's with us.
okay, that's good.
Well, she's just slowly staggering her way down the streets, muttering
Well,
how
yeah,
she will never return.
yeah, she's going
Uh,
through it. But we got her sunlight and water, so those are the first two steps. Now we're trying to figure out where to get baby blood. And I remembered that well, Lily, I remembered that there was a church of Kami, um, and Alexandria had spent a night there.
aren't we still banned from those?
No, you know what? That's what I said, but then I was
No,
like,
that's
ding, different
Aliestri.
church. Yeah, so this is a different church.
Oh wait, no. Yeah, no.
And the
It's
lady, the head, I
Alicia.
keep
No,
calling her a lady, the head priestess, who works there, who I don't know if it's considered working if you're a head priestess, but um,
it's
her
still a
husband,
job.
I think, delivered babies.
So we're just gonna go in and ask if her husband has a spare baby blood.
Well, listen, I don't know a lot about the process for things other than minotaurs, but typically, from what I had occasionally, unfortunately, witnessed, I mean, it's a, life is beautiful or whatever, but not my, eh. Um, he was right, there is blood involved. And, like, I haven't really thought far enough ahead how we're gonna just be like, hey, can we have some? It's not a good question.
Not really, no.
I figured we'd start with the blacksmith because it felt easiest, and also we could maybe put in an order if we had to for the tools.
Yeah.
And then while we go there, we could think about what we're gonna say to this guy to get him to give us baby blood. I should
Yeah,
stop calling it that.
that sounds like a good idea.
It's not even technically baby blood. I mean, it is, but it also
It's blood caused by the baby birthing process.
It's fluid, more
It's close
specifically.
enough.
it's close enough.
Hey, it's the best we're gonna get.
So you make your way to the blacksmith.
Yes.
Yes, for the silver tools. Did he specify what tools
Yes,
they are?
the directions are all written down on it.
Perfect.
It is fairly easy to get to the blacksmith. You do have to backtrack a couple times because some of the main paths are like blockaded off, or there are just large groups of protesters that you have to make your way around.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this. This is a
Yeah.
problem. Fairgrim, I don't know what we're gonna do about this. This part's a problem.
Yeah, no, Rather
This
Dumb is
riot shit.
kinda pulling
Yeah,
shit.
this is his fault, I
Thirgrim,
think.
you see their entire groups holding the banner of the Rather Dune house, shouting "Down with the occult king." There are other groups bearing the royal crest of the king of the Tabaxi lands, that of his royal line, uh, shouting back other obscenities at them, and there are also some shops, mostly businesses, that are bearing the mark of the High King and seem to be something of a neutral. At the very least, they aren't carrying around banners or signs shouting at one another.
Hey, that's something.
You manage to make your way to the blacksmith, and you can see that this smithy. Well, I should say, what smithy are you going to? There are multiple options. It's a big city.
Ah, yes.
Well, we need silver tools. So
Uh, is there any particular smithy you guys want to go to? I'm pretty sure there's plenty of smithies that are making silver tools at the moment.
I don't think I have a preference unless we think we're gonna get better odds in one place than another. I suppose maybe if for whatever reason one of them are like just toting around a big old flag with, you know, maybe not go to that one.
I guess like we'll go to one that's like bearing the mark of the High King. I guess
Okay, could you all give me perception checks?
that feels like a safe bet. Go to the neutral
You feel
party.
the neutral, yeah, that feels safe.
Investigation, you said, or perception?
Investigation.
Investigation.
Oh,
Oh,
well, I
I'm pretty
thought it
sure you
was
said
better.
perception.
17.
3.
2. I'm better with
Okay.
perception.
I mean, you could do perception if you would prefer.
Well, for perception, then it's a 25.
That would be a 20 for perception.
Okay, so you each notice down one busy market street 3 different smith shops. Lily, you notice a jeweler's. Pyle, you see a weaponsmith's, and Feargrim, you see a silversmith.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's a weaponsmith over here.
I see a silversmith.
I see a jeweler. They might be able to work with more intricate pieces with those things. Silversmith might be a good start, though.
Yeah,
All
let's
we
go check
need
out the
is made of
silversmith
silver.
first.
You walk up to the silversmith shop. It is a more illustrious looking building, though slightly smaller than the 2 buildings on either side of it. You see on one side there is a business with Rather Dune's banner. On the other side of the Monarch's banner and its little sign, hand painted, bearing the mark of the High King, you see a tired looking woman with cloths wiping what looks like rotten fruit off the glass display in front of her shop.
Oh.
Aww.
As you walk up, you see her ears flick towards you, and you know she's aware of your presence, but she does not turn to face you.
Pardon, ma'am.
She turns to look over at you.
We were hoping to be able to purchase something from you.
or are you looking to steal?
No, we're not
Alright,
looking to
we're
chat.
gonna pay
steal.
for it.
We're wanting to buy. We have money.
She kind of glances the three of you up and down, then nods. All right, you look like you're good for it. The shop is closed at the moment, but if you're actual customers, I will graciously accept your patronage.
Yes. Lilybear, you have the details, right?
As you're
Feargrim had the
talking,
list.
you hear some tabaxi shout an insult you don't quite understand the meaning of, and then a rotten mango mango.
Can I try to intercept it?
Bla- You may attempt.
Well, what do I need to roll for that?
Sleight of hand.
Sure. 11.
You don't quite manage to grab it before it smacks right in the center of her door. You
Oh.
can hear the lady breathing in through her nostrils briefly.
Lilybear, you handle this. I'll go handle that.
I'd ask
Mighty
you not.
Hellfire.
Retaliation only stores them into a greater fervor.
Mm. Pyre just sighs.
City is becoming maddened. Neighbors are attacking each other in the streets. But enough of that. Please, come into my shop.
Alright. Pyre will sigh as she doesn't try to go and attack these people for being mean.
You had the right idea, Pyre, don't
Look,
worry.
look, we got the rather dumb first.
Inside the shop, she leads you to a small table and gestures for you to sit down. It is a nicer table with a fine tablecloth, some flowers arranged in a pot in the center, though you can see they're a bit wilted. She also sits down. Now then, what kind of piece are you looking for?
Pyre will look over to Lilybear, who has all the details. Yeah, go ahead.
I thought Feargrim had the list.
Who has the list then? Wait.
I don't know if I took it, that's fine, but Feargrim had snatched it out of his hand.
Oh, okay. I guess then Feargrim?
Aye,
The list? What exactly did he need made of silver?
right here.
The lady takes it and looks at it. Then her eyes go up and is like, "This is quite unusual. Are
Just the
these
silver tools
table
part.
pieces?"
We have no idea what the fuck he wants to do with them.
Well, I'm assuming he's going to use
The
them to
blade
perform
heads of these
surgery.
are quite small and no adornments.
He wanted them quite simple, he said, I think.
Well, really, its function and form. I mean, I don't believe I've ever sniffed an edge so fine before, but I do so believe I could do it. Though, I must caution you, the edge of such a thing would not last terribly long.
I don't think he expects them to.
I mean, you are ordering a good deal of them. And then like his eyes scroll up the rest of the list as they kind of go loud. By the blood of a newborn? What?
Okay, yeah, that's why I was like, you probably
Don't
shouldn't
mind
get too
that.
far into it.
This is not some sort of occult business, is it?
No.
No.
Nine. He
Could you all
assures
give
us
me
it is
persuasion
science.
checks?
Yes.
It's a doctor working for the king.
Go, Paladin Magic. I'm going to lucky point that because I do not want it to be a 1.
12.
11.
I
17!
Remember, you do have disadvantage for them.
Yes, but I can lucky point out of it. And I didn't bother with the second roll because my first roll was a nat 1. So I'm like, yeah, no, like, I literally can't roll worse, even with this, like, at disadvantage, I literally can't roll worse, and I'm just going to lucky point myself out of that. Which means I've only got one lucky point left.
Okay, so 11, 12, and 17, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is above a 12 on average, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's like, what,
Nice.
13?
Just
13, 14.
barely.
Okay, so the lady looks at all of you skeptical and is like, well, if it is indeed, then I suppose it is not my place to question.
He's the right creepy bastard, we don't like him either.
She begins copying over the measurements and specifics from the list. I will say, I don't think I've ever had a customer before who knew exactly what they wanted to such detail.
He's weird like that.
From what we can tell, he is a very exacting person.
Mm-hmm. Well, then I shall strive to meet
Said in
their
the dwarvish tone of, I want him to eat shit and die.
I shall strive to meet the standard set.
Thank you.
I assume then, if this is for the king, that he shall be paying upon the commission?
Yes.
Yes.
Assuming so.
Yeah.
Assuming?
He has already stated that anything that this doctor requests is to be provided. So he will be supplying the funds for this.
I see.
Within reason.
Another healer has been brought in to cure the princess.
Yes.
This one he believes actually can do it.
She just sighs. They said that about the last 40.
Desperate to save his daughter.
And I cannot fault a man for that. But, no, it is not my place to speak on such matters. I wish the best for the princess.
We're hoping so as
And
well.
I shall expedite this order and get working on it right away.
Thank you.
She then writes out a slip and hands it to you. Here. It shall cost about this much and be ready in 2 days' time.
Fire will nod softly. Of course, of course. She'll take the slip and like look to see how much it's gonna be.
It's expensive. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't want to price it out exactly. It's expensive.
It's
Silver
expensive.
arrowheads, they're probably going to be pricey.
Oh no, it's a lot more than just scalpels. It's also trees. It was basically the entire medical setup made of silver.
Yeah.
Given we're dealing with werewolves, yes, no, that makes sense.
It's also naturally antimicrobial.
Yeah.
That is also true.
Because silver is like that.
Silver has got some astounding medical properties.
So, the lady thanks you for shopping at a store, and you once again find yourself on the street. As you walk out, you see two tabaxis snarling at each other's, wearing opposite banners. They don't come to blows, but they do seem on the edge of it as they eventually pass.
I feel like we need to deal with rather dumb sooner rather than later.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, now is later.
Next
But
on the
yeah.
list is the alchemic ingredients or the infant blood. There is also another thing on the list as you unscroll it a little more. Pixie dust.
Where the
What
fuck did we get
Where
pixie
the
dust?
hell are we gonna get that?
Wait a minute, do you know where we get pixie dust?
wait. No, not really.
Wait. Wait a minute. Isn't one of your titles being a Fey ambassador?
Well, yeah. I mean, I could try using the ring. That's true. That might take me some. Like I said, I haven't been back since that one time I yelled at them about their mom. So
We have been quite busy.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Lily, but that you cannot see the sheer smile on my face. I still think that was one of my peak moments.
uh,
I could give it a shot. It just might take me a hot minute.
no, that's fair. I'll leave that to you.
Okay. We should probably leave that one to semi-last then. Just
Yeah,
in
let's
case.
go get the alchemic ingredients.
Okay, everyone, give me your choice of investigation or perception checks.
Woo.
Or,
Go
I
with
guess, survival
perception.
technically counts for navigation, so if you want to wing that.
Honestly, I'll wing that.
26.
8.
16.
You see something. A glistening of long blonde hair. And it means nothing for you, actually.
Oh.
What?
I'm sorry. No, I just remembered you entered the campaign right after the party said goodbye to those NPCs.
Oh. Oops.
But you see glistening blonde hair, and you don't know why, but it's just so strikingly blonde. You feel
There's a pretty
instinctual.
There's a pretty blonde, but it's not my pretty blonde. She has white hair.
Let us go investigate. Wait a minute. Feargrim would recognize them.
Probably yes.
If this
We
is
could
who I'm
try,
thinking
I
they
mean,
are.
Feargrim, what did you roll?
I rolled. What was my last roll? Combat log, please. No, that's not what I wanted. 16.
Okay, I'll say that's high enough. You also saw this long blonde hair, and your initial dwarvish reaction is to spit on the ground.
Wait a moment.
I feel like I know that hair from somewhere.
Do you wish to go after it?
Might as well.
So you both head off, and you manage to pull Pyre with you as she somehow got her tail stuck in a manhole cover.
She's just dragging the manhole with us.
As you round the corner, then another corner, then another corner, then another corner, then the same corner, and once you round the original corner for the first time, you actually
Now,
find
wait a minute.
suddenly there's a lady holding up a dagger to your throat. It's like, I've had enough of you people constantly following me.
Pyre's just like, whoa.
I have as equal rights to be in this kingdom as you all did, and I'm tired of always being chased and harassed by you, no matter where I go.
Well, I mean, that's what we told you the first
As
time.
you are standing before Fairwain Gladeswin.
Yep. It's the lady. It's been a while since we've seen her.
Oh, that's what we told you the first time.
She looks down at you, Firgrim. She blinks. Her eyes go wide and is like, "You're that filthy inbred who saved me!"
Firgrim just makes a sour face and is like, nice to know I'm remembered.
Of course I remember you. You're the least disgusting tunnel-digging degenerate I've ever met.
She really wastes no time, huh? I
Charming.
kinda like her.
just charming.
She breathes a sigh of relief as she resheathes her dagger. I'm so glad to see your repulsive face again.
Damn.
Pyro just kind of look between the two, just like, you know each other.
Mm-hmm.
Aye, back in what
Northport.
was the name of the city? Yes, the locals were harassing her potion shop.
Yes. Bits and Bob's Apothecary.
Pyro just
Mhm.
thinks for a moment. Wait a minute, isn't that the port city that got
Burned
got
down?
burnt?
Yeah.
We managed
Oh,
to get
no,
them out.
no. It wasn't Bits and Bob's. Bits and Bob's was a different store. It was Witchcraft and Wizardry Apothecary for alchemic and potion needs.
Yes.
Okay.
After the city burned down and my mother decided to make a and I decided to make a journey down here, try to start a new life.
I'm guessing things haven't been
Aye.
going well.
Well, they were at first, and then people started getting crazy, and then they started harassing me for being a high elf again.
Aye, people don't really change, do they?
No.
Well,
If anything, they just started acting more dwarvish, like you and your filthy mud-digging kin.
wow, you really just let it fly.
Hmm?
You just really let that fly.
She tilts her head a bit confused.
I'm just commenting on the fact that you're just so open about your disdain is all.
Disdain?
I mean, she
What
is an
disdain?
elf.
He's a high elf pirate. They all do this.
Oh,
It's bred in.
I figured that this is actual hate.
He's showing Feargrim genuine kindness right
Hey?
now, but
What
it
do you
sounds
mean?
like awful things.
Pyre just. Sorry, I appear to be misunderstanding the situation. Just ignore me.
Oh.
It's nice
Well,
to meet you, though.
Okay. You know, you should come back with me to my mother's store. We really shouldn't be out on the streets.
Funny enough,
Especially
we're looking
not
for an
during time
apothecary.
like this when everyone's doing shopping and the crowds are crowded. So she begins guiding you back down the corners and around edges through back alleys. I'm sorry that this is such a roundabout way. It's just better to go like this than to use the main roads.
No, that's fair. That's fair. The city
Eventually,
is kind of
you
crazy.
find nestled in a corner between multiple other buildings, Witchcraft and Wizardry's apothecary for all your alchemic and magical needs.
Aw.
Convenient.
So she walks up, opening the door. It rings, and there's a sound. If you're here to harass me, please stay there so I don't get blood all over the nice floors. Ma, we're back! And look! It's the troglodyte. Troglodyte? You mean that blasphemous heathen? Uh-huh. Oh, that's wonderful. I'll put some potato on for him.
See, genuine kindness, just a little skewed. That's all.
Pyre's just like I. This confuses me. Let's just go inside.
Well, of course it confuses you. You're not a dwarf or a high elf.
Mm-hmm. You're actually decent folk. As she leads you around to the kitchen, where you see Eunice Gladeswin storing over multiple bubbling pots and cauldrons with vials and beakers simmering away. It somehow smells like a mix of. I'm going to use a bit of a modern term, and I'll let your characters interpret that it is. It smells like a public bathroom that was just cleaned using industrial cleaners, and a hearty home-cooked stew in a cabin in the woods.
Huh.
Hmm. Interesting.
Eunice smiles at you all. The bags under her eyes are much deeper than last time you saw her, Firgum, and her hair is even more grayed and frazzled.
Pyre will just give a wave. Hello.
She looks at you. Oh, I don't
Oh, yeah,
believe we
hi.
met. And then she looks at you, Lily. Wait, no, I do believe. No, she's not Scottish. Yeah.
It's okay.
But let me get some water, reset my vocals.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, 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 ah. Ah, I do know you. I believe I saw you in the cart when we were fleeing the burning city. It's good to see you
Okay.
again.
I'm glad to see that you guys are getting at least semi along well. Well, before everything started happening outside, that is.
She nods. Then she looks down to you, Firgum. And it isn't the donkey-ass beard face of an overgrown mole.
Pyre just looks down at the dwarf's reaction. Hello, I'm Pyre Ignis. And she just gives a toothy grin.
Oh. Fire, fire.
Yes, my dad was not very creative.
It's fitting.
I mean, yeah, I know I am a fire Dracian and all, but
Oh, a Dracian. I don't believe I've met one of your kind before.
that
Come,
does
dear.
really
Have a
surprise
seat at
me.
the table.
Pyre
Supper will be ready soon.
Pyre will move over to the table. Doesn't really surprise me. My kind of rare out here. Seems like they're rare everywhere except for the Dragonlands. It seems.
As she's talking, she's actively peeling some potatoes that Fairlane is then putting in a pot to boil.
So I take it you guys know Feargrim.
Mm-hmm. May the gods bless his soul. Assuming they can find it wherever it's buried.
You have no idea how accurate that statement actually is.
Oh?
I don't understand it myself.
We're going through quite the ordeal.
Fairlane
Well,
comes over and smiles. Is it because you and your cave-dwelling kin are yeah, okay, her voice is a little too whimsical and airy for me to pull off.
Uh-huh.
Let me try. Is it because you and your kin are disgraces that hide from the grace of day?
We don't hide from the light of day. That implies we're afraid of it, like vampires, which we're not.
She nods. Mm-hmm. And that's why you always wear oversized bulky armor when you leave your underground mud pits.
We don't wear armor when we leave our mud pits. We're in a mud pit, thank you very much.
And you have the disposition of a chihuahua.
What the fuck is a chihuahua?
That's what I'd like to know.
Mother, it's a mutation of dog, a de minimis breed. They're about the size of cats with oversized head and severe anxiety and anger issues.
Oh,
They come from some far off land. What was it?
Well, that don't sound close to a dwarf at all.
It's a nation near Toishfelland.
Pyre just taking out her world map to look to see where the fuck that's supposed
Or
to be.
where is that?
Apparently. Okay, let's see.
I don't know, Paya. We haven't named it yet. You told me not to because you had plans.
Yes, I know. I'm working on that. I have been busy with other things and work, and also trying to keep Guardy from being super depressed because of his asshole brother.
Oof.
It's a whole thing.
I'm just going to ask, do we have a name for Not France?
No, we haven't figured that one. I've been trying to figure that one out.
Okay, so she just says it's a nation near Toishfelland.
Okay. Alright. Well, definitely interesting then. Surprised that you guys would know about it.
Oh, well, you see, my parents, on my mother's side, had come from afar.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense.
Firaine is humming happily as she's putting the potatoes into steam. And then she looks over at Firgrim. Would you like some gravy on your mashed tubers?
Alright, that would be pleasant.
She turns and begins humming a bit.
Well, surprisingly enough, you were actually looking for an apothecary when Firgrim saw you. And she gestures over to, I forget her name off the top of my head.
Oh? Well then, you've come to the right place. I may not be as big as fancy as the other stores, but we are right honest folk here.
Yes.
And everything is of quality. And I dare say I'm more skilled in the Wiccan arts than half of those larger stores you'll find. They sell you overpriced polyjuices, and their potions are watered, I swear it.
Pilgrim nods. These folks' potions have gotten Vix at a right pinch a couple of times, I tell you that.
She nods. That they do. So, aside from a good meal, what can I get you folk?
Who currently has the list?
I think Lilybird does.
Hmm.
Yeah.
In that case, Lily would procure the list.
You hand over the list as the lady takes it. She reads it. She narrows her eyes. She reads it again.
I
She
would have
looks up at you
folded
all.
it. I would have tried to fold it so that newborn
No,
blood.
she decisively unfolds it and then
Damn
looks
it!
at you, and then looks down at this list and looks up at
tried.
you as her lips thin and her eyes narrow. What kind of damned fool's errand are you all running here?
There's a very creepy, presume we've decided Doctor Man, as that's what he likes to be called, who's performing an operation on behalf of the king. Well, a couple operations. And
So,
he was tormenting a few
another
people.
one of them healer folk has come in to scam a man grieving over his family.
This is our, I think, last shot at this making a difference. So we're really giving
Well,
it
it'll
our all.
definitely be your last shot if this is what you're trying.
Begrudgingly, I think the man can actually do it.
Is there something
I
wrong about
know
the
you're a
ingredients?
dwarf, but I expect you to actually have greater sense than a donkey-assed mole.
Is there something odd about the ingredients?
Yeah,
Blood of a
show it.
newborn,
Okay, that one we
pixie
knew was weird.
dust, the lilacs, the 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 yew seeds. Do you not see what this is?
No?
It feels kind of fey.
It's a
be
potion of
honest.
youth.
Really?
For who?
A fool's errand, the alchemist's dream. It could return a geriatric man on his deathbed to his prime.
Well, I mean, there is at least one person on their deathbed.
That.
When you say
And it-
fool's errand, do you mean that it's hard and almost impossible to procure, or that these things aren't real and it's impossible
it's a
and we are on
myth,
a fool's errand?
a rumor spread by the Fae to trick really alchemists to toiling away. And it looks
Aw,
like whoever is
man.
trying to scam the king has just hoarded some of the staple ingredients and thrown random nonsense in as well.
Well, this guy seems to have a, albeit terrible, method to his madness. I don't really know what it is.
I mean, I've never even heard of putting half this stuff in a potion before.
I don't know if he's gonna put it in a potion.
Well, I mean, if you ain't tried it, how do you know it won't work?
Okay, dwarf. I'll try to put this in stone for you. Let's say you're trying to build a stone monolith, and somebody wants to make it last longer. So they decide to fill it with steel bars the whole way through.
Aye.
And on the surface, that sounds like a good idea. But the metal will rust, won't it? And then they
Nay,
say
if
they're
it's
gonna...
properly sealed.
And then they say that they're going to put it on a big foundation of gold. And then...
Well,
Alright,
that
so I
does
don't
sound
know much
more
about
stupid.
stone.
Gold is soft. Not very good for the foundation.
Yes, and this potion calling for pure specks of gold and a flawless gemstone of the star's light.
I don't think he's using that for the potion.
I think he's gonna be.
I'll be completely honest
He has
from
a
my
procedure.
part.
I'm just not sure.
From
Yeah.
my part in procuring this list, I kind of blinked out for most of it.
And look, he's even done the absurd blood of a virgin woman.
Is that one not inclusive of the baby blood?
Pyre
We
just
have
looks
newborn
over.
blood. Do we have to get
Well, no,
newborn
because
blood
it does
and
not
lady
say.
blood?
Well, I will say it's interesting. It doesn't say the blood of a virgin girl. It says the blood of a virgin woman.
Which is which is an immediate distinction when it comes to the concept of virginity.
Well, no, that's just it. The word he uses, woman, in this tongue, and I'm not sure why he's written it like this, but it specifically implies someone who is a woman, meaning someone who has slept with a man. So how would you have a virgin woman?
I am starting to see the conundrum.
Hmm.
Well, when he said newborn blood, he meant
No,
he
no,
said
no.
there was blood
That's here.
everywhere.
This one, she shows the list, and as she unfolds it, Lily, she then actually not only unscrolls it, but then unfolds it lengthwise as well.
No. Damn, this is a bigger list than I thought it was.
And then he included a incantation? Fluffy pink unicorns dancing on rainbows?
Oh, maybe he's just messing with
I
us.
think that's the song.
It is the song. Well, okay, I gotta tell you guys something.
Young hunters spring from various angles.
I don't
Chasing
know
a
what that part means.
prize in their eyes dangles. But soon they shall meet a resounding feet, and instead of a prize, your three's demise.
Did
Wait,
he
that sounds
change
like
his
his
rhyme
threatening of.
scale? Okay, so this is annoying.
As I said, it's bloody nonsense.
It does sound like nonsense. Did we just get
We'll get
it's a
what we
literal
can.
fool's errand then. Okay, are any of the reagents are you able to create any of them, or are they all nonsense?
I suppose I could get most of this. I mean, Tower of Marrow of Oxbone. I think the butcher was dressing some cattle the other day. Ferain, could you be a dear and run to the butcher and see if they have some oxen bone marrow? Or better yet, just get some of the big bones if you can find them and bring them here. Ferain sighs. I don't like the butcher. It smells like death. And the sun is creepy.
I'm sure he is quite creepy.
She sighs as she slowly makes her way out of the room, and then Eunice looks to all of you as soon as the door closes. Alright, so. You all sound like you're in over your head on something.
Yeah, it seems like it. To be honest, this really felt like our the last shot for the princess to get help. But it just feels like all this guy has done is play mind games.
Who is this guy?
He's some creepy, tall elf dude. Well, yeah, I don't know if he's an elf. He has pointy ears, and he's...
If he's tall and pointy ears, I'd wager he's an elf.
That's what I thought. No offense.
Oh, none taken. It's one of our few defining characteristics.
And I think, and I apologize for the fluffy pink unicorn thing. Truth be told, and you must keep this a secret, friends. It's a song that calms me down. So when Pyre and I initially went to go get the man to bring him to help the princess, there was a bit of, like I said, mind games, I think, happening.
I'd rather not talk about that moment.
Yeah, it's not a fond memory, but so that's where he gets the that's where the pink unicorn thing is coming from. So I know he's toying with us. I don't. It's exhausting to try and stay 2 steps ahead of someone who feels like they're 2 steps ahead. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not very good at it. I was very adamant that no, we didn't want anything he was selling, essentially, the last time we saw him. And we managed to get the assistant out who was in desperate need of something, and that's how we ended up with the list. I didn't really want to take it from him because he presented it rather ominously, but Firgrim managed to snatch it, so I think it kind of broke whatever was going on. At least for the moment.
Aye. Hot man, jeebus majeebus of the fair variety.
I have no idea what
I
that
do warn you,
means.
nothing good comes from trying to deal with the Fae.
Right.
Aye, not a bit of wisdom. That's one of the rare bits of wisdom that both the dwarves and the elves agree on.
Well, you'd have to be utterly daft to think otherwise.
Yeah. Hmm. So awkward follow-up. Is that one of the only places to get pixie dust?
Well, the sale of it isn't legal. And as a law-abiding citizen, I wouldn't deal in such unlawful activities, but I might know where something like that could possibly be procured. Strictly as a cautionary to avoid of encountering it.
Of course, no, that makes absolute sense. And I think for our safety, you should warn us so that we
Yes,
avoid those
in fact,
places.
I do so believe I have a duty to make sure you are well informed of this so you might avoid it.
Okay, fire,
There
write this down.
is a man from overseas, an Asterian man, down in the city of Carnage, who deals in many strange and powerful beasts. In fact, they say he has hold of the entire eastern districts of the city around Carnage.
No, we've been there. We've had some interesting occurrences there. Could you describe the gentleman?
Um, Tall, refined. He wears this like blue robe, a kimono, I think it's called.
Is he was he ever like loud and boisterous?
No, in fact I think
Okay, I
he
think we're gonna
prefers
be
to
okay.
speak entirely through his translator.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I mean, we have a couple of days, and do we have time to go to Carnage?
You know Carnage is in fact 1 day's travel south from this city.
We
And-
do technically have the time.
And that's assuming, you're going at a walking pace.
We wouldn't be. Technically, I think.
It's literally like 20 miles to the south.
Oh, that is not that far, actually.
No, so that would probably be a good idea. Pyre, did we leave Carnage bad last time? I can't remember.
Don't remember.
I don't either. We did a lot in Carnage.
Sorry, my brain is not wanting to brain at the moment.
It's okay. You gotta make sure we got snacks, got water, good hydration.
Yeah, I am drinking lots of water, don't worry.
Good, good. Okay,
But-
so we avoid this specific man in this specific place.
Yes. In fact, they say that there is a special phrase that those who trade in this illegal substance use.
Oh, interesting. Okay, we should. If you know it, you should warn us and tell us so we don't use it.
Yes, they say that if you wait till after midnight and that you head. She, glances out the kitchen window. They say if you wait till midnight and you head to this one tavern called Never Neverland. If you knock on the back door, they say that someone will ask you. Question. They'll ask, what is faith and trust? And that if you reply with pixie dust, that they will let you in.
I see, okay.
But, of course, that's just rumors that travelers on the road have, and this
Right,
is
right, of
purely a
course.
cautionary tale.
Right, right. Well, of course, we will do our best to heed your warning at all costs. Thank you for that information.
She looks down at you, Feargum. And I'm only telling this because I owe you your life debt, dwarf.
I don't worry about it.
And if you ever tell anyone I said that, I'll cause your ale to be vinegar for the rest of your days.
Oh, shit.
You don't need to worry about that.
A short while later, the door opens with a ring and a voice calls out, Mother, I got 4 femurs, a couple ribs, 2 pelvises, and a whole skull.
That has to be plenty.
A single femur would have done. The girl comes in carrying the oxen skull with the horns as he looks. Oh, but I thought we should pick it up. It looks just like our dwarven friend here. They both have that same dead expression.
Just back to back every time. She gets you good.
And so, against her better judgment, Eunice does set you up with the bulk of your ingredients.
Oh,
Well, that's
right.
good.
That's good to hear.
I don't know what we're gonna do about the virgin woman blood thing. I haven't thought that through.
Ugh. I have
So-
no idea.
It's like what he needs: menstrual blood and placental blood.
That's what I was gonna
No.
say, but it felt weird, so I was like, no, maybe not. But maybe someone has a diva cup lying around that we could just take somewhere.
I don't know if those have been invented yet.
We could start a business. Put a pin in that.
But we're not putting Feargum in that kind of business.
We could. I just don't know if anyone would buy it.
That's the problem.
Just wait. Feargum starts up that business, and somehow an ethics board of review is established in response. So, you now have most of the alchemic ingredients.
Yes.
Okay.
Now we
What
just
would you like
need
to do next?
Now we just need blood and pixie dust.
Well, the
Well,
pixie
let's
dust is gonna
take
take
what
a
we
journey.
let's take
I-
what we have back first and hope that the rest is a joke.
Well, he was real serious about at least the newborn blood, and listen, it's gross, but there is the church with the high priestess lady whose husband delivers babies. I'm not saying he'd willingly give it to us, but if we're
Ye-
serious about it.
If you want to give it a try.
Partially, I'm afraid we're gonna go back. I mean, yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter that much. We could just go back for it. Drop off what we have.
Yeah, let's go clear the air, I guess.
So, do you head back to the palace?
Yeah?
And now, yes.
Alright. Oh, shoot, I meant to. You've been on the palace map this entire time. I'm sorry. I meant to move you to the overworld map. I thought I had.
No, you're fine.
No, it's okay.
Sorry,
It's fine. We've been
I'm a bit
the
out of
whole
it right
time.
now, so I'm just kind of rolling.
I'm sorry, PB.
No, it's not your fault. You've made a very good creepy character. I am just for some reason not mentally equipped to face him.
I don't know what to say because
Congratulations.
that's clearly what the party's heading back to do, is it not?
Yeah, no,
Congratulations,
it's
we're
fine.
dealing with Faye. That is going to be my new leading theory with his behavior.
If you want, you could, as a DM, this is an anathema to my being, but you could split the party. Two of you or one of you go to the Church of Kami while the other goes to drop off the supplies.
Pyre, we could go try and be, what are they called? Not just regular nurses.
I don't think that term's been invented yet.
Damn it. Well, don't worry about it. My mind is just blanked out anyway.
Yeah, no, I can't remember. Yeah, let's go. If you're good, you can deliver the stuff, right?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right. Ask him about the rest of the list. We'll try and get some of the blood.
Alright.
And don't let him convince you into anything.
Obviously.
You see as Feargum slowly hobbles his way down the street,
Well,
pausing at like every other doorframe to take a breather.
It's either gonna go well or not
Bib,
good at all.
bastard.
So of us will find out. Well,
See,
it's
most
time to
people when they
go.
have Resurrection's Revenge just take a weekend power nap.
Not a dwarf. They're too stubborn.
All right, so we will start with Pyre and Lily. You make your way to the Church of Kami.
All right.
It is
I don't know what our plan is, Pyre.
it is
Either.
hanging the flags of the High King around its large iron gates. Its doors
Fine.
are shut, but there is a priestess standing just inside. She's like writing in a little journal.
Pyre will approach and give a wave to the priestess. Hello.
She looks up. Oh, hello. Are you or an associate of yours grievously wounded? Do you need a checkup for a personal affair? Or are you trying to solicit support for political rallies? Unfortunately, we cannot aid you with that last one. Our church halls are currently closed to open prayers, but we do wish the Kami's blessing be upon you all.
Um, Unfortunately, it's none of those. We are actually trying to assist the king with something.
That does sound of a most grave matter. However, unfortunately, I may not allow you in if you do not require our aid due to rising concerns of instability within the capital.
Uh, that is understandable. Um, Pyre's is gonna look to Lilybur like, help, please, please.
Um. Well, I guess it's a rather strange question we have for you. My friend and I here. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Head
Yes,
Priestess Lily of the Mystic Bear.
I am Sister Talion.
And this is my good dear friend Pyre Ignis, and we
She giggles lightly at the name.
Hi, hi, hi.
well, we ourselves are acolytes, you see. Um,
Oh, I did not hear that there were new sisters coming today.
not for Kami specifically, which I suppose is why we're here. We wanted to know maybe if there was any way. Well, truthfully, there's a few things. We were here for the king, but also if my friend and I could uh, take a look around and maybe provide aid for the church in any way today, given our acolyte status. We have been here. Well, we haven't been here previously, but I did
I
hear word.
thank you for the most gracious offer. However, we cannot accept offers of aid at this time after the prior incidents.
Oh, prior incident. I'm so sorry to hear that. What happened?
One of the factions sought to claim the church's allegiance.
That's terrible.
Indeed, they all claim to wish the best for everyone, but I fear they do not see past their own actions.
That is something that can happen, I fear, with people who are deep in their beliefs.
Yeah, it's very troublesome. Um, w- uh, the business we're on for the king hopefully would, if I, yeah, now I'm not necessarily the most politically inclined, so please forgive me, but I believe it would reduce the pressure to some degree of what's going on. We've been sent to uh well, we've already procured aid for the princess, you see.
Another one of those individuals who claim the title of healer.
You do sound skeptical, sister.
Oh, forgive me, I should not speak on such matters. It's just, with each one who passes through the king's halls and the princess's condition not recovering, the other side's strength grows in number. They seem to rally behind it, using that poor girl's suffering to compel others that the king is afflicted with madness.
I believe he's a sane man trying to do the best he can for his daughter and his kingdom.
The kami watches over all their kittens, for each is a curious wonder within his eyes. However, far does the curious kitten stray from the watchful gaze. Each its own journey to pave.
She speaks in rhymes.
Is there anything else I could aid you with?
Well, I suppose if no one's in need of any additional services. I believe last I heard there was, well, I guess I should ask, how is your head priestess doing?
Oh,
As a head priestess myself.
oh, you are a head priestess, she looks down at you.
Hi. Yes.
My
Uh,
goodness, such an accomplishment for one of your experience.
I. Yes, and I should clarify, as an adult woman, it was quite an honor.
Indeed, I don't think I've ever heard of one climbing to such an esteemed rank. It typically reserved for those of many years of devotion and experience at such a prestigious position. It it must be quite the accomplishment to have achieved that so soon.
Well, it was a lot, I suppose. Well, uh, we also, our goal is to spread the word of our goddess, you see, and I don't wish to speak too much on it given this is sacred ground. But
Oh,
um
you do not worry. The kami is not like the others of the pantheon. They harbor no ill will to those who spread tales of other divine within their halls. In fact, they welcome it. The kami is a collector of tales, you see.
oh, well, that's very interesting. I guess then we would have a very important tale to tell, huh, Pyre?
Phoebe?
Huh? Huh?
I think you dozed off.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry about that. I didn't mean for that to happen.
That's okay.
Does the
I think
PB
we
need to
might-
go to sleep?
I think I might need some sleep. Chi did wake me up very early today.
That's fair. I have been having a rough time at trying to get sleep lately as well.
I do apologize. I do wish I can hold out longer, but I don't think I can.
No, that's okay.
I
That's
got it.
okay.
You guys can
We-
manage
Brave
without
and Lily
me?
will be able to continue with what I had planned for this session.
Alright.